Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast of Luling Eagles Sports on the Luling Eagles Sports broadcast. Now let's take you to the press box high up in the Eagles nest with Eric Lugo, Brad Wright, Gregory Tracy, and Logan Pettis.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's broadcast here in the Luling Eagles Sports broadcast. Today is January 28, 2025. We're here at Eagle High School Gym on the campus of Luling High School. This is Eric Lugo, your play-by-play voice for the basketball side of the Luling Eagles Sports broadcast. Alongside with me today are my two color colleagues, two of the three of them anyway, Brad Wright and Greg Tracy. We're having the introductions of the starting lineups of the girls' game, and then we're going to go silent for a moment. We're going to have the national anthem, and then we'll be back with you here for the broadcast. So the girls will start play tonight. The Luling Lady Eagles will be facing off with the visiting Karnes City Lady Badgers, and then following that game will be the boys' game, varsity boys' game between the Karnes City Badgers and your Luling Eagles. So we're going to go ahead and go silent now for a little bit till the national anthem is completed, and then we'll be back here on the Luling Eagles Sports broadcast, so stay tuned. And we're back here on the Luling Eagles Sports broadcast. Again, Eric Lugo, Brad Wright, Greg Tracy. Let me go ahead and bring Brad and Greg in now. Guys, how y'all doing?
Doing good.
Doing great, Eric.
So, yeah, so you know I wasn't lying to you. They are here. So, and then, of course, we down here to my left here, we have Mark Escalante. He ran the camera a couple of games ago, if you remember, for it was the games against Poth. Stephanie and Greg were away, and also so was Brad, and so was Trish Calloway. So thanks to Mark for helping us out. Then, you know, during those games, it really came in handy. We really appreciated it. So the girls are going to start us off. The opening tap is about to happen. Lady Eagles wearing their their white jerseys with gray numerals outlined in green, and then that green trim. Karnes City wearing their, let me get the clock started here. Okay, there we go. Wearing the black jerseys, and there's a whistle. Have orange numerals, have Karnes City across the chest, and orange. It looks like it's outlined in white. The Eagles have Eagles across their chest, and that one's outlined in green, the gray numerals. So there you go, my not so world famous Craig Way impersonation of what the teams are wearing. Jade Lloyd with the ball now for the Lady Eagles. Over to Janice Flowers, over to Kylie Busto. Kylie's dribbling the ball now. Over to Janice. Inside to Evan Bryant. Outside to Janice. Janice drives in and misses. She gets a rebound and has it blocked. Number 32 for Karnes City. And then we're going to have a jump ball. Start off the game. The first jump ball goes to the Lady Eagles. So I'll go ahead and get this Karnes City put on there. They'll have the next one. I'm sure those of y'all know by now. I usually don't remember to put that on until as Medina misses on a short jumper until the first jump ball happens. Luckily, it happened pretty quick in this game. So jumper is no good by number 10. Rebounded. That was 32. And she scores for Karnes City. Makes the score 2-0. Of course, Lady Eagles still looking for their first victory in district play for the 2024-25 season. Medina shoots it, misses it. Rebounded by 32 for Karnes City. And I do have the names for them. I got to get my self together here. Get my phone and get the roster out that I took a picture of. 24 with it, over to 10, over to 12. 12 dribbles and has it blocked by Bryant, but then they get it back and they miss. Rebounded by Kylie Busto.
Trish says we look good and sound good. She's still doing her quality work.
Even though she's not feeling well, we're going to have a travel, I believe, on the Lady Eagles. Jade Lloyd took steps before she shot that ball. So we're at 6:13 left here in the first period. Thanks, Trish. I know you're not feeling well, but we're thinking about you, so hope you get to feeling better. 10 over to 12, Karnes City over to 24, over to 23. 23 with a jumper, and that's good. Makes the score 4-0. Flowers with it. Comes up and lays it up, but she misses it off the glass and then the rim. Rebounded by Karnes City. See if I can get this roster together here. 23, I believe she's the one that just scored there.
32.
Oh, it was 32. Thank you, Brad. So that's Weedling. I guess let me get the name here and trying to get the spelling. It's W-I-E-D-I-N-G. So Weeding, I guess it's Allie Weeding. It's 32 for Karnes City, and I hit those. Let's see. There we go. I thought I hit it a while ago, but it didn't take it. 6-0 in favor of the Lady Badgers in the early going. Janice Flower shoots a three, and it's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Busto. Busto goes back up. She misses. And over to Flowers, back over to Busto for a three, and that's no good. Rebounded by Bryant, and then over to Lloyd. Oh, I think Jade stepped on the line, so it'll be a turnover. We're at 4:50 left here in the first period. Bringing the ball up the floor is 10. That's Mia Lopez for Karnes City. She shoots a jumper right at the free throw line. It's no good. Evan Bryant rebounds it, and then she loses it. 4:38 left in the first period. Janice Flowers inbound for the Lady Eagles. Gets it over to Busto, back to Flowers. Over to Medina, back to Flowers. Busto. Oh, and Bryant wasn't looking for it, and so it's a turnover. And Lady Badgers coming the other way with it. Short jumper, in and out and back in. That was number 24. That's Sophia Orozco, O-R-O-S-C-O. And then a steal, and then Weeding. And we're going to get a timeout, I think, by Coach Altman and AB over there, Coach Bermudez, with the Lady Eagles. That was them, correct, Brad?
Yes.
They called it? Okay. So timeout for the Lady Eagles as they starting off in a 10-0 hole. We're at 4:13 left here in the first period. So, again, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight from wherever you're at. Appreciate it. Only one we're missing today is, we're missing Trish Calloway. She's not feeling well, as I just mentioned a little earlier, but we're also missing Logan Pettis. So if you happen to see Logan and might want to find out what he's got going on, he might be working late, actually. So he does work for the Del Valley School District, so he may be detained by them, so I'm not sure if that's what it is. But anyway, and this is a reminder, all the sponsors are scrolling down on the left-hand side, the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. It's an easier way of doing it than us have to read, because basketball does move pretty quick. Medina with a jumper off the backboard, and it goes in. So Kaylee Medina with the first 2 points for the Lady Eagles. The Badgers coming the other way, Lady Badgers, that is. Weeding with it.
Travel.
Going to be a travel.
Change her pivot foot.
I guess I forgot to start the clock earlier, or it didn't start, whatever it was. I'll let it run here. It's 3:48 left here in the first period. Lloyd with it over to Busto and over to Evan Bryant and then over to Flowers. Inside to Medina. She's open and she scores. So after the timeout, 4 quick points for the Lady Eagles. They're right back in it. Down 10-4. 10 with a jumper and it's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Medina. Bryant knocked it over to her. And that miss was Lopez. It was 10, I believe, as it was on the miss there. Inside and knocked away, and there's going to be a whistle. It's 3:14 left here in the first period. I'm not letting the clock catch back up that you see there in front of you, so we're a little bit ahead of that. So that's Lopez again bringing the ball up the floor for Karnes City over to 23. That's Foley. Yeah, I just got a message from Mrs. Logan that he's working late. So, yeah, that's where he's at. 12 for a three-pointer, and that's no good. Rebounded by 24, and there's a whistle. I think somebody asked for a foul, and I think they got one. So they got what they asked for. So we're at 2:52, and now you see that we're even pretty much now. Ball inbounded, and it's loose, but Evan Bryant does come up with it. Gets it, but I've had it Medina, but knocked away. The Badgers come up, Lady Badgers, that is, come up the other way with it. Gotta remember they're the Lady Badgers. 12 with it, that's Torres. Over to 23 for a three, and that's off the back of the rim, no good. And Weeding, 32, is gonna, I thought it might be a foul on her, but it's gonna be a foul on Medina, it looks like, for the Lady Eagles. So Flowers will be inbounded, and she gets it over to Busto. 23 is Foley for the Lady Badgers, and I think she's the one with the ball now. No, actually it's 10, I'm sorry, it's Lopez. And the ball goes off the backboard, rim and backboard, and there's a whistle. It'll be a turnover. So we're at 2:18 left here in the first period. Ball passed around, 12 with it. Again, that's Torres. Jumper, that was Weeding. She got it, her own miss, and goes back up and she scores. Makes a score 12-4. Flowers gets it over to Busto. Up the floor to Jade Lloyd. Jade with it, she throws it away. She tried to get it to Bryant coming across the court, and she overshot her, and ball goes out of bounds. Ball be inbounded. But Mrs. Logan said we sounded and looked good too, so we're 2 for 2 in that department. So a miss there by the Lady Badgers. It's Busto coming the other way with it for the Lady Eagles. Has it at the top of the key, gets it over to Flowers, inside to Bryant. Back out to Flowers. Flowers shoots a three off the back of the rim, no good. Lloyd rebounds it. And over to Busto, over to Medina. Medina drives in, no good. Rebounded by 32, that's Weeding. Gets it over to Lopez, number 10. Guarded out there by Lloyd. She gets away from her, shoots a three off the backboard, and apparently the bank is open tonight here, or at least for the Karnes City Lady Badgers anyway. Busto with it. Full court press there by the Lady Badgers. But they do get it across to the Lady Eagles. Flowers had it, and then Busto got it and ended up going out of bounds. Flowers pass it back to Kylie Busto. Kylie over to Medina. Back to Flowers. Over to Medina for a three, and that's off the back of the rim. No good. We're going to get a foul. This one may be on the Lady Badgers. Weeding. It looked like she pushed Busto underneath. Yep, and that's what the referee is calling. So we're at 38.2 left here in the first period. Going to have a substitution. Got number 20. That's Olivares coming in. I'm going to say her name is Kayavra. It's K-A-I-A-V-R-A. I think that's how it's pronounced. So ball inbounded by the Lady Eagles. That's what I'm going to go with anyway. So you Lady Badger fans, if you're listening, watching, if I got it wrong, I apologize in advance. Number 5, Bryant with it. She shoots it off the backboard rim, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Badgers. Lopez coming the other way with it. Gets it over to and Medina steals it and gets it back out front to Lloyd if Lloyd can catch up to it. I think it's going to go out of bounds off of the Lady Badgers, which is a break for the Lady Eagles. We're 11.7 left here in the first period. Ball inbounded to Busto. When Busto gets fouled. And I think she was behind the three-point line, so that should be three free throws for, try saying that fast a couple times. 3 free throws for Kylie Busto. So 8.8 left here in the first period. The Lady Eagles do trail by 11, 15-4. First one on the way is good. Nothing but net. 2 more like that for Kylie, and we'll put the Lady Eagles trailing by single digits. The second one is no good, however. One more coming up. They got another substitute coming in. That's 23. That's Foley coming back in. That's Shaylin is her first name. S-H-A-Y-L-I-N. Foley. Free throw is good. That'll be the final few seconds of the first period. 10 Lopez with it. See if she shoots it here at the end. She does. And it missed everything pretty much, and that is the end of the first period here at Eagle High School Gym on the campus of Luling High School. With your score, the Karnes City Lady Badgers 15, your Luling Lady Eagles 6. So stay tuned here. We're going to run the commercial. Speaking of Mrs. Logan, Mr. Logan, we're going to run their commercial. They're the title sponsor for this time of year, the winter sports of boys and girls basketball, boys and girls soccer. That's Uncle Wiggly's Wieners. So stay tuned here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast.
Come on down, Uncle Wiggly's in town. Hot and delicious, it's the best around. They got burgers and Bluebell and so much more. Retro wrestling and music, there's fun in store. So come on down to Uncle Wiggly's at our Luling store.
And we're back here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast. Eric Lugo, Brad Wright, Greg Tracy, and Stephanie Tracy, our camera operator, all here with you from Eagle High School Gym on the campus of Luling High School. Hopefully everybody that's watching is able to see us okay and we sound okay. We were told we were, so hopefully you're not having issues wherever you're watching us from. The Lady Badgers will inbound the ball to start the second period. So we're underway here. Lopez with it for the Lady Badgers. Gets it over to Torres, and steal there by Ellison. She just come into the game for the Lady Eagles. Layla Ellison gets it over to Busto. Inside to Zoe Choate, who's just checked in. Zoe with a jumper is no good. Rebound by the Lady Badgers. I think that was 24. That's a Roscoe. And 12 coming the other way with it. Shoots a layup. It's no good. Rebounded, and that's no good. Rebounded again. That's no good. 24 with a couple of misses, and Weeding misses it. And then back to Lopez. She misses it. And the Lady Eagles trying to get the ball. Jade Lloyd finally comes up with it. She comes the other way and looked like she got bumped. I'm not sure if the referee's going to agree with me on that. Brad says yes. So
they got Miss Smith busy tonight.
yeah, Nicole Smith is here.
Running back and forth between soccer and basketball.
Just walked in. And
she got some pictures here now heading to soccer.
Running around like a busy bee over here. She's just heading out the door right now. Ball inbounded to Choate. And then stolen from Zoe, but Zoe goes back and forces a jump ball. So the possession arrow should belong to the Lady Eagles. So good job there by Zoe, even though she had the ball stolen from her, she made up for it by forcing that jump ball. Ball inbounded. Busto with a runner is no good. And the ball is rebounded by the Lady Badgers. Coming the other way. It's Lopez with it. Pulls up and she makes it off the backboard. Makes the score 17-6. Busto with it now. Gets it over to and Ellison went by her and then came up. End up in the hands of Torres. And now to Lopez. Lopez off the backboard again. She's using that backboard to her advantage for sure. So score now 19, and Ellison loses it again. Goes right by her 2 times in a row. Lopez with it, and she's using that backboard. It finally came out on that one, but she made the first couple before that. And then Busto was too far underneath the basket, hit off the bottom of it, and the Badgers came up with a rebound. Lady Badgers, that is. 23 with it, and it's a three-pointer, and it's good. That's Foley on that three-pointer, Shaylin Foley. Ball inbounded. Zoe Choate has it, gets it over to Flowers. Flowers with a jumper misses everything and goes out of bounds. At 5:54 left here in the second period. Lopez will bring the ball up the floor. I'm assuming that Lopez is considered their point guard. She's been bringing it up most all the possessions. She gets it back, shoots it, misses it, and rebounded by Jade Lloyd. Over to Busto. Busto bringing it up the floor, crosses the LE logo. Gets it inside to Choate. Choate looking for an opening or open teammate, and she didn't find one. Got stolen by Weeding. Got it over to 10, that's Lopez. Back to 12 for Torres. Torres misses on a jumper. Rebounded by Busto for the Lady Eagles. Busto has it. Gets it over to Lloyd. Inside to Ellison. Ellison loses it. And Torres comes up with it for the Lady Badgers. Inside to 24. Oh, that's going to be a travel, I believe. Yes, it is. 24, Orozco is going to shoot it. And right before that, she took a little bit of a hop. And as far as I can tell, that's considered a travel. Ball inbounded to Lloyd and knocked out of bounds by Weeding. At 4:52 left here in the second period. Ball inbounded to Ellison. Tried to get it to Lloyd. She did. Over to Busto and then over to Flowers, who just looked up in the nick of time. She shoots a three, misses everything, and rebounded. And Lopez bringing it the other way. Thought she might have traveled, but they didn't call it. So Mark's down here. He heard me, and he agrees. Mark said he thought it was a travel as well, and it wasn't called, however. Ball inbounded. 10 with it. That's Lopez. She misses on a three. Not by much, but she did miss. Ball inside to Weeding and then thrown away, but Lopez is out there, so did it over and back. It did cross. I guess apparently it did cross, so I was wondering about that. But
it did cross.
Yeah.
So Greg's closer to it than any of the rest of us. So
she didn't cross, but the ball did. And
the ball,
dribbled
yes, and it's the ball, not the person. Correct. So Flowers drives into the lane and has it blocked. And Zoe came back up with it, and then she has her shot blocked. And we're going to get a foul on somebody there. Not sure if that was Zoe on the foul or if it was Weeding. One of the two of them is going to get a foul.
Zoe.
Zoe's going to get the foul on that one. We're at 4:08 left here in the second period. Ball inbounded. We do invite you to stay tuned for the second half of the doubleheader tonight between the Karnes City Badgers, as we missed 3 there by number 30. That's Gattaca, I believe is how you say that. Gatica. Addison Gattaca. She's the one that missed that 3. Flowers drives into the lane, misses. Rebound. And that's Gattaca with the ball there coming up the floor. Almost an over back there as well, but they didn't call it. And Busto comes up with it. Busto coming the other way. Gets it over to Flowers. Flowers shoots a 3, and it misses. Lloyd rebounds it and shoots it. Misses everything except for the backboard. Rebounded by the Lady Badgers. Gattaca had it and got it over to Lopez. 3-pointer off the rim and backboard, no good. Rebounded by Choate. Gets it over to Busto. Busto with it, down around 3 minutes left here in the second period. Flowers, and she's going to get fouled, so she'll go to the line to shoot three free throws. 2:59 left until halftime. The boys, just to let everyone know that may not be aware, they did lose their last game. It was Friday night at Stockdale. They lost their first district game, but they did run off the first 4 in round 1, so they ended up with a 4-1 district record in the first round. Flowers missed that first free throw. That's what I was going to tell you. So the Eagles varsity boys start round 2 tonight. Second free throw is no good with this game. And the first time in Karnes City, they went to overtime, and the Eagles prevailed, of course. I believe the score was 56-50, I saw.
I think it's 55-50.
55, somewhere in there.
5-point difference, yeah.
So, yeah. Free throws no good. She missed all 3, did Flowers. And 12, Torres has it now for the Lady Badgers. Gets it over to Foley. They're swinging it around inside. 24 with it now. And we're going to get a foul here. 24, Roscoe for the Lady Badgers. 2:44 left until halftime. Ball being bounded by the Lady Badgers inside, and there's a whistle. So only a second ran off the clock. And 24, Orozco, Sophia Orozco will go to the line for the Karnes City Lady Badgers. First one on the way is no good, off the rim. Second one up, and that one's good. Ball inbounded to Jade Lloyd and over to Busto. Kylie Busto with it for the Lady Eagles. Dribbles around, gets it over to Lloyd. Lloyd inside to Ellison, who's open, but then she misses on the layup. Rebounded by 24, Orozco. And gets over to Torres, who's now running the point for the Lady Badgers. Gets it over to 11, who's checked in. That's Aubrey Villarreal. And a three-pointer on the way, and that's no good by Torres. Ariana Torres. Ariana's her first name to get a whistle. We're going to get a timeout from the Karnes City Lady Badgers at 30, it looks like. So
it's a late call by the official. We had already stolen the ball and took a couple of dribbles there.
So, and then 11 that just checked in, Aubrey is spelled Aubree. I don't know if I've ever seen Aubrey spelled like that, but I have now. So we're at a timeout. Let's go ahead and take a commercial break real quick. We'll run the commercial for L&S Restaurant. Stay tuned here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast.
L&S Mexican Restaurant is located on 310 East Pierce Street in Luling, Texas. L&S have a rotating daily breakfast and lunch specials. Steak ranchero tacos on Mondays from 5 to 11 a.m. And cheeseburger and fries combo with medium drink on Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Along with a full menu of the finest of Mexican foods. L&S offers great service with a family-friendly environment. So, grab the family and head on over to L&S Mexican Restaurant.
We're back here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast. Eric Lugo, Brad Wright, Greg Tracy, Stephanie Tracy, all here with you from Eagle High School Gym. Three-pointer on the way is no good. And it was Torres that shot that, and then it goes off of one of the Lady Badgers, and Medina ended up with it, and then she lost it, and she got it back. Gets it over to Lloyd at the midcourt line, and Lloyd goes in, drives in, shoots it, no good. Rebound by Ellison. Ellison misses it. And rebounded by 12, Torres. Torres coming the other way with it. And they're going to get a bump, and that's Busto that's going to get that foul. But a minute 36, or 37, I'm sorry, left here until halftime. It's a second off. And looks like 12, Torres is going to go to the line to shoot free throws. Torres, one of the starters this evening. And free throw is up, and it's good. Makes the score 24-6. And just to let everyone know, too, I did update the website, or LulingEaglesSB.com website today with all the broadcasts we have coming up here in the near future. So if you want to go take a look at that when you get a chance, the free throw is good by Torres. And you'll notice that we're going to have a soccer broadcast coming up. Yay! I know a lot of y'all been, at least that's what my colleague down there, Mr. Tracy's been saying. A lot of y'all clamoring for that. So we aim to please here at LASB. So Ellison with it, gets it over to Busto, who shoots a three, and that's good. Kylie Busto with a three-pointer there. Makes the score 25-9. The Eagles need a lot more of that to get back in this game. They're down 16. 20 with it, and that's Olivares. Swinging it over to Torres. Back to 23, which is Foley. And knocked in the air, but then 24 came up with it. That's Orozco. 12, Torres misses on a runner. And rebounded. 20 has it. 20, Olivares. 12 with it, and she shoots it. That was Torres. She misses. Wheating traveled. Yeah, she did. That was a clear travel. And almost didn't get called, I didn't think. She took 2 steps with the ball in her hand. 2 clear steps. Ball inbounded to Lloyd. Lloyd trapped out there. Over to Choate. Over to Lloyd, who shoots a three and misses. Rebound by Choate. She had it blocked. And then coming the other way are the Lady Badgers. 23 coming the other way with it. Had it knocked away from her. That was Foley. One thing I'm noticing, guys, is the Lady Badgers play full defense, I mean, the whole time. I mean, they don't, not really any time they really let up. There's was Wheating that missed that jumper there. Ball loose. Wheating gets it back. She misses again. Down under 10 seconds now left in the second period. So Busto with it, see if she can get a shot off. She does, and it's off the back of the rim, no good, and rebounded by the Lady Badgers, and there's the horn. That is the end of the first half here at Eagle High School Gym in this varsity girls game between the Karnes City Lady Badgers and your Luling Lady Eagles. The score, the Karnes City Lady Badgers 25, your Luling Lady Eagles 9. So we're going to go ahead and run our commercial set, take a little break, catch your breath. I got to take my jacket off. I'm getting a little hot. My jacket, and Greg's down there drinking coffee. So stay tuned here for the second half of the varsity girls broadcast tonight here on LESB. We thank you for watching and listening.
Nestled on the outskirts of Luling and Lockhart is the beautiful and quaint chapel on Mayberry Head. A tiny wedding chapel specializing in micro-weddings, vow renewals, officiant services, and as a photography venue. The chapel is both rustic and elegant, as it sits atop the wooded grounds of a private residence. Named after the homestead and hill it rests upon, the chapel features a cedar accent wall, stunning cedar slatted high ceilings, genuine hardwood floors, and beautifully restored stained glass windows. The Mayberrys are both ordained ministers and enjoy the opportunity to provide small, affordable and stress-free micro-wedding ceremonies, with a wide range of services and all-inclusive packages. Follow the chapel on social media or see their website at chapelonmayberryhill.net.
The management and the staff of the Luling Foundation Farm are striving to produce the safest and best quality Angus beef possible for their customer. This beef is grown locally on the best forage and feed available in the most humane way possible. The Foundation Farm is doing everything they can to produce an excellent beef eating experience for their customers. Please call for current prices and availability at 830-875-2438. Thanks for considering our product. L&S Mexican Restaurant is located on 310 East Pierce Street in Luling, Texas. L&S have a rotating daily breakfast and lunch specials. Steak ranchero tacos on Mondays from 5 to 11 a.m. And cheeseburger and fries combo with medium drink on Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Along with a full menu of the finest of Mexican foods. L&S offers great service with a family-friendly environment. So, grab the family and head on over to L&S Mexican Restaurant.
Here at Magnolia Mart, we proudly offer the Luling area unforgettable Mexican classics, including breakfast tacos, lunch tacos, and quesadillas. We use only the freshest ingredients to bring you authentic, unparalleled Mexican flavors. At Magnolia Mart, we have created a menu that is sure to make for an unforgettable dining experience. If you are looking for authentic Mexican flavors such as our birria taco plate special we have on Fridays and Saturdays, you have come to the right place. Magnolia Mart is located at 702 East Houston Street. For an extra treat, when the Luling Eagles football team wins, you win. One free breakfast taco with up to 2 toppings on Saturday mornings up until noontime. Go Eagles!
Good times with great people. We all have memories of sitting on the front porch with our parents and grandparents, surrounded by friends, having a good time. At Mom's Front Porch, we are recreating that atmosphere, where you can share a sweet treat or ice cream with the kids or grandbabies, or relax with friends over a cup of coffee. Our ever-changing menu includes everything you may need to start your day off with some good treats. We love spending time with our lovely guests and providing them with great food and environment that feels just like home. So come on over to Mom's Front Porch, we can't wait to welcome you into our own little world of happiness. Mom's Front Porch is located at 401 East Davis Street.
Come on down, Uncle Wiggly's in town. Hot and delicious, it's the best around. They got burgers and bluebell and so much more. Retro wrestling and music, there's fun in store. So come on down to Uncle Wiggly's at our Luling store.
KJ's Embroidery is the place that can make your embroidery dreams a reality. If you're looking for embroidery work for business hats, shirts, or patches embroidered with your business logo, owner Randy Ellis can get you lined up. From a handful of items to bulk items, KJ's Embroidery is the one to call. Check them out on Facebook to stay up to date with all of their current work. If you would like to reach out to KJ's Embroidery for embroidery work done, you can send an email to kjsembroidery@gmail.com, or you can call them at 830-263-2447.
And we're back here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast. Eric Lugo, Brad Wright, Greg Tracy, Stephanie Tracy, all here with you from Eagle High School gym on the campus of Luling High School. Had a treat, so you could see some of it, even though we were muted at halftime. I believe these are the little dribblers here in Luling. There's quite a few of them that were out there during halftime shooting baskets, having a little competition out there. So, very nice thing to see. Nice that the younger generation is supported here at Luling High School. And by that I mean younger than the ones that are in the high school right now. So we're about to get started here with the second half of tonight's first game of the twofer. And before we go any further, let me let y'all know that the next, in case you haven't already checked the website like I'd asked you to do in the first half, the next broadcast will be this Friday on January 31st. I will not be here for that broadcast. I'm going to be going out of town on a church youth conference, so I'm leaving the capable hands of Mr. Greg Tracy and Brad Wright and Mrs. Logan. If you could tell Mr. Logan if it's at all possible for him to be here, it sure would be appreciated since I won't be. So should be the only time I have to miss. That's pretty much is beyond my control. When we get to baseball and softball, of course, we have to kind of see. Of course, we won't be able to bring you both against. The ball goes out of bounds. The Lady Eagles that started off with it, so let me go get the possession arrow switched back over to Karnes City. Actually, I think Karnes City started off with it, so I had it right. Yes. Yeah, so let me go ahead and switch it back. Got a whistle and have a turnover here. 7:39 left here in the third period. Ball going the other way, 23 over to 12. Let me get my roster back so I can get the names for you again. Steele and Flowers coming the other way. He lays it up and no good. Rebounded by 23. That's Foley. And she has it. Coming the other way with it for the Lady Badgers. Over to Weeding. She misses. Rebounded by 24. That's Orozco, and she scores. Sophia Orozco for the Karnes City Lady Badgers. Flowers with it now. Had it, the pass knocked away. Busto scrambling and is going to have a jump ball. Guys, Trisha said something about a comment we got, so one of y'all can check on that.
Yeah, I got it. I'll look at it.
So, that's Medina for three, misses. Lopez with it for Karnes City. Coming the other way over to 12, that's Torres. Over to 23, that's Foley. Three-pointer, it was 12, it's no good, that was Torres. And rebounded by Bryant, who gets it over to Medina. Over to Bryant, to Busto, over to Flowers. Busto inside to Medina, and she had it blocked by Weeding. And Bryant gets it, misses it off the rim. Rebounded, looked like it's going to be a travel. We're going to get a jump ball. And the jump ball is going to go to Karnes City. So I'll go ahead. I think we had one a little while ago. I didn't switch it over, which is good because I had to switch it right back. So Luling has it, the possession arrow now. 24 with it, misses, and rebounded by Medina for the Lady Eagles. Over to Busto. Busto gets it up the floor to Flowers. Flowers with it. And there's a scramble, and 24 came up with it. They're going to have another jump ball, looks like. This one's going to go.
Timeout.
Oh, timeout. Okay. Is it Karnes City? Yeah, Karnes City called that one. So go ahead and take that off their tally. So that leaves them with 3, I believe. Yeah, and we Luling, meaning the Luling Lady Eagles, have 4. So let's go ahead and run another commercial here. Let's go with Still don't have the one for Sarah Jean. Shout out to you, Sarah Jean. So we'll go with Magnolia Mart. So stay tuned here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast.
Here at Magnolia Mart, we proudly offer the Luling area unforgettable Mexican classics, including breakfast tacos,
That
lunch
post on there,
tacos,
they were just wanting to know if we were going to do the boys
and
also.
use only the freshest ingredients to bring
I
you
answered them.
authentic, unparalleled Mexican flavors. At Magnolia Mart, we have created a menu that is sure to make for an unforgettable dining experience. If you are looking for authentic Mexican flavors such as our birria taco plate special, we have on Fridays and Saturdays, you have
Nestled
come
on
to
the outskirts of Luling and
Magnolia Mart is
Longpont is the
located
beautiful
at
and quaint
702
chapel on
East
Mayberry
Houston.
Hill.
For an
A
extra
tiny
treat
wedding chapel
when the Luling
specializing in
Eagles
micro
football team
weddings,
visits.
vow renewals, officiant
One pan
services,
breakfast taco,
and as a photography
2 tacos
venue.
on Saturday
The
mornings,
chapel is
up
both
until
rustic and
noon.
elegant,
Go
as it
eat.
sits atop the wooded grounds of a private residence. Named after the homestead in Hill
KJ's
it rests upon,
Embroidery is
the
the
chapel features a cedar accent wall, stunning cedar slatted high ceilings, genuine hardwood floors, and beautifully restored stained glass windows.
Sorry about that, guys. We're back here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast. I was hitting too many buttons. So. Medina has it for the Lady Eagles. Over to Bryant. Bryant misses on a jumper. Rebounded by the Lady Badgers. I think my clock got a little ahead, too, because I was trying to deal with those commercials that kept that were still ongoing. Sorry about that. 24 with it now. She falls down. That was Orozco, Sophia Orozco. Another one of the starters for the Lady Badgers tonight. Actually, 5:05 left here in the third period. So let me go ahead and get the clock fixed. So there it is. Ball inbounded to Weeding, and there's a whistle, and it's going to be a and one for her. Makes the score 29-9 in favor of the Lady Badgers. It's at 5:04 left here in the third period. Weeding will shoot her and one. It's on the way, and it's good. Jade Lloyd will be inbound to the ball for the Luling Lady Eagles. And the comment we had that I had the guys check on too as Ellison gets the ball is that, were we going to broadcast the boys game? Yes, we will. 3-pointer for Jade Lloyd. Good job there by Jade. Ball coming the other way with it as Lady Badgers. 14 with it. I think that's her first action. Bass, Jalen Bass, and jumper. That was Torres that shot that layup off the backboard and then went in. Got a whistle.
Turnover on the Lady Eagles.
Turnover the Lady Eagles. 4:33 left in the third period. Inbounded to Weeding, but Weeding lost it. Over to 11, Verial. And Verial misses. Weeding gets it back. Gets it over to, didn't see the number there, 32. Weeding got it back. I think it was 11. Verial before that. Makes the score 34-12 as a bucket there by Weeding. Ellison with it. Gets it over to Busto, and Busto's going to lose it to Weeding. And it's over to Verial. And over to Lopez. Lopez has it now for the Lady Badgers. Brings it into the front court and shoots it off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Kylie Busto for the Lady Eagles. It's it over to Flowers. Flowers with a three. It's going to be short. And then saved in. And Ellison ended up with it for the Lady Eagles. Gets over to Busto. Busto with a three. And that's good. Kylie Busto with a three-pointer for your Lady Eagles. Cuts the lead to 19 for the Lady Badgers. Lopez coming the other way with it. It's it over to Verial. And over to Torres. Inside to, that was a jumper, 14. That's Bass. So Bass scores. Jalen is Jaylin. That's her first name, Jalen Bass. Busto coming the other way. Shoots it. Lays it up. No good. Rebound by, is that 10? That's Lopez. Lopez coming the other way with it. Shoot a jumper, and that's no good. Whistle, ball out of bounds. Got a couple of substitutes coming back in for Karnes City. 2:57 left here in the third period. Busto with it, gets it over to Flowers. Flowers over to Bryant. Bryant with a jumper, had it blocked by Wheating. And rebound was Bass. And 30 coming the other way with it, that's Gatica. Well, I'm saying that name right. It might be Gatica, but it's Gatica. Three-pointer by Torres is good. Busto coming the other way with it for the Lady Eagles. It's over to Ellison. Ellison has it stolen by Torres, who's going to coast in and lay it up. Only the way she'd have missed that is it would have just been her own fault. She's wide open there. Busto with it now for the Lady Eagles. It's it over to Flowers. Flowers over to Lloyd. Lloyd's going to shoot a three, and that's no good off the back of the rim. Ellison, I thought, was going to chase it down. She must not have realized that nobody touched it. She let it go out, thinking that Karnes City had touched it last, and I'm assuming she didn't realize that, no, it was not touched by anybody. So we're at minute 56 left here in the third period. Went ahead and let a couple seconds run off and be in sync with the clock again. 24 with it. She loses it, and the ball gets knocked out of bounds. I think it's going to be over to the Lady Eagles. Yes, it is. That was Orozco that had the ball, 24, Sophia Orozco. I do want to say thank you to the Karnes City staff. The boys and girls both are really good about providing first and last names, which you don't always see anymore. I'm sure those of you that have been tuned in for the other broadcasts are fully aware of that. So shout out to the staffs of both teams for doing that. Makes the broadcaster's job a lot easier. Zoe Choate with it and throws it away, but fortunately one of the Lady Badgers touched it on the way out. Ball inbounded. Busto with it. Gets it over to Flowers. Flowers gets it over to Jade Lloyd for a three, and that's no good. Rebounded. Bryant. Nope. She didn't come up with it. Goes out off of 20. That's Olivares. And again, I think that's Kayavra. It's Kaiavra. I hope that's correct. Again, if I get the names wrong, Karnes City fans that might be watching, listening, I do apologize. Bryant shoots it, and it's a three. Or it may have been a two. I couldn't tell if he had two fingers out or three. I think it may have just been a two. But anyway, it was a miss. And Jade Lloyd comes back up with it on a steal. And going to get a whistle. We're going to get a foul. That was, I believe, Torres, number 12. It was. That's her first foul. Lloyd will inbound for the Lady Eagles. They trail by 26 now, 41-15. 43.6 left here in the third period. Ball inbounded to Choate. Choate with it. Dribbles around. Gets it over to Lloyd. Over to Flowers. Flowers with it. Gets it over to Busto. Inside, they try to get it to Jade Lloyd, but it's stolen by 24, Orozco. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be turned over as the Lady Badgers threw it out of bounds. 21.4 left in the third period. Busto with it. Shoots a three. And no, in and out, no good. Almost in. Rebounded by 34. That was Hernandez. Anahi. I think it's Anahi. A-N-A-H-I. And stolen by Flowers, but she doesn't have time to get rid of it. The shot off, and so that is the end of the third period. So the score at the end of three periods is The Karnes City Lady Badgers leading your Luling Lady Eagles leading your Luling Lady Eagles. I'm sorry about that. 41-15. So we're going to go ahead and take a brief commercial break again. Let's go ahead and run one. Let's see, for Luling Foundation, if I can find it. So stay tuned here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast.
The management and the staff of the Luling Foundation Farm are striving to produce the safest and best quality Angus beef possible for their customer. This beef is grown locally on the best forage and feed available in the most humane way possible. The Foundation Farm is doing everything they can to produce an excellent beef eating experience for their customers. Please call for current prices and availability at 830-875-2438. Thanks for considering our product.
And we're back here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast. Derek Lugo, Brad Wright, Greg Tracy, Stephanie Tracy, all here with you from Eagle High School Gym on the campus of Luling High School. Thank you for joining us this evening from wherever you are in the world. About to get started here with the fourth period. And just a reminder, of course, you've seen the commercials that we've run, but rather than just read out all the sponsors, they are on the lower left-hand corner of your screen as they go by. The only one I haven't really added, I still need to get on doing that. I haven't done it yet. I'll try to get it and have the guys have it for Friday, is the one for Sarah Jeans, FKA Mom's Front Porch. Ball inbounded by the Lady Eagles, and Flowers has it, had it blocked. Rebound, and Busto ends up with it and shoots it. That's no good. Zoe Choate ends up with it. That's no good. Ball rebounded by the Lady Badgers. And Lopez shoots a three, and that's good. Nothing but net on that one. Mia Lopez for the Lady Badgers on that bucket. Busto coming the other way with it for the Lady Eagles. Gets it over to Flowers. Hit into Jade Lloyd. Jade has it blocked, and she tried to shoot it up. Evan Bryant gets over to Busto. Busto with a layup. That's no good. Hit off the backboard and then missed everything else. Ball goes out of bounds. 7:09 left here in the fourth period. Unless the Lady Eagles can mount a furious comeback here, it looks like they're going to still be 0 for in district. Evan Bryant with a steal. Gets it over, trying to get it over to Lloyd. Had it stolen by Torres. Gets it over to Mia Lopez. Now over to 23 for a three. That's no good. That was, Foley on the missed three-pointer. And Torres ends up with it, misses. Rebounded by Busto for the Lady Eagles, and she comes the other way with it. Bringing it into the front court, over to Flowers. Flowers shoots a three, and that's good for Janice Flowers. Makes a score 44-18 in favor of the Lady Badgers. And again, we do remind you to stay tuned for the second half of the doubleheader tonight. Coming up shortly here, as soon as this game concludes and warm-ups happen, be the Karnes City Badgers and the Luling Eagles varsity boys version. Miss, and Wheating got it, rebound, she missed. 24 got it back, and she made it. That's Orozco, Sophia Orozco. Busto with it, coming the other way for your Lady Eagles. Over to Flowers, over to Jade Lloyd. Inside to Bryant. Bryant with a jumper, that's a miss, but she does get fouled. So she'll go to the line, shoot 2 free throws, Evan Bryant. Those y'all Eagle fans that aren't aware, it's E-V-Y-N. It's Evan's first name. That's how you spell it. First free throw is no good. Second free throw coming up for Bryant. And that one's good. Rattles around, but it does go down. (46-19) the score in favor of the Karnes City Lady Badgers. 23, that's Foley bringing it up the floor, gets it over to 11. That's a jumper. It's off the backboard. It's good. That was Aubrey Villarreal. Again, that's Aubree on her first name. Busto with it. Nice dribble there by Kylie. Gets it over to Jade. Over to Flowers. Over to Medina. Back to Lloyd. Lloyd inside to Zoe. Zoe misses on a short jumper, and the Lady Badgers get the rebound. And 23 coming the other way with it. Misses. Zoe Choate with a rebound. They're going to get a whistle. Foley was on that miss. Shaylin is Shaylin once again. I think I said that in the first half. We're at 5:11 left here in the fourth period. And they have a substitute for the Lady Eagles. Is that Hazel Bohawk?
It is,
Brad?
yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. So I believe this is her first action that I know of since they believe Brad had mentioned they moved her up from JV to varsity. Jade Lloyd for a three, no good off the rim.
She played some last week in that game.
Okay.
We did.
So, but she did start out on JV, correct?
Yes.
Okay, yes, okay. 20 with it for the Lady Badgers. They lose it. They got it back, close to over and back, but didn't get called. 24 for a jumper. That's no good. Rebounded by Zoe Choate. Whistle. That was a Roscoe on that miss, 24. Lady Badgers inbound. Inside. That was, I believe it was a Roscoe again. 4:35 left here in the fourth period. Ball inbounded to 20 and over to 23. That's Foley. To 11, Villarreal. 20 with it, and they're passing around. That is blocked as 23. That was Foley that went through the lane. 20 has it now. You're going to get a whistle. Now, is that an inadvertent whistle, Brad?
It was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's what I thought that's what he was saying. I couldn't understand really what he was saying, but when he kind of tapped his chest, I kind of figured that's what it was. Okay, so I think the Karnes City coach over there was very happy about that. There's a whistle. We get a 3-second call there, Brad? Is that what,
travel.
Oh, travel. Okay.
Yeah, she switched her pivot foot.
Okay. So ball inbounded to Kylie Busto. Kylie with it over to Bohawk. I meant to say it right. I was told it was Bohawk. Somebody say it. Got told that by our number one the other day. He probably yelling over there at his TV. He was supposed to come see us today. I'm just now remembering. I guess he didn't get to make it. So, because those of y'all that aren't aware, number one LESB fan, not even close, I don't think, is the Q. Fino Quiros. The ball goes out of bounds. 3:41 left here in the fourth period. It's spelled B-O-H-A-C, pronounced Bohawk.
I've always known it as Bohawk.
Okay. That's what he told me the other day, though, so if y'all have to get on the queue if that's wrong. Because I thought like you, Brad, I thought it was Bohawk, and that's the way I've always said it. And then I was told, no, it's Bohawk. Okay. 23 with it, gets it over to 24 inside to 20. 20 with a jumper, that's good. That was Olivares. Kayavra, as I said, K-A-I-A-V-R-A. Busto coming the other way with it for the Lady Eagles. Over to Bohawk, and then over to Medina. Inside to Lloyd. Layup is good. Good find there by Medina as Jade Lloyd got loose. 23 coming the other way with it. The Foley over to Olivares. And that's a jumper off the rim. I'm sorry, that was a Roscoe, 24. Not Olivares, which is 20. Kylie Busto with it over to Bohawk. Bohawk wears number 24 for the Lady Eagles. Over to Medina, and then Medina had the pass knocked away. Coming the other way with it are the Lady Badgers. 11, Villarreal with it. It's it over to 20. That's Olivares, and there's a whistle. At 2:29 left here in the fourth period. Ball, and Bohach is going to lose it off. It's going to be an over and back. She got the pass from Busto, but went off her hands and then out of bounds. So this game's almost concluded. So again, reminder that we will be bringing you, and as you see the Karnes City Badger varsity boys team walk right here in front of the camera shot. So they'll be bringing you that game. The Karnes City Badgers taking on your Luling Eagle varsity boys team. A whistle there and a foul. And those of y'all that tuned in when I was doing the Luling Holiday Classic Tournament, y'all remember that Karnes City team was here. They went undefeated when they were here, actually. They just didn't stick around long enough to play the Industrial Cobras in the championship, what would have been the championship game, as a free throws missed there by Villarreal. They went 3-0, and then the Industrial Cobras went 3-0 in the tournament. Free throw is good. Ball brought the other way, and it's Busto with it. Over to Bohach. Bohach drives in and passes out to Lloyd. Lloyd, I think she's going to get fouled. That's where the whistle came. Again, the varsity boys going for a 5-1 district record tonight. Did lose their last outing this past Friday in Stockdale. Three-pointer, but Jade Lloyd is no good. Rebound, that was Bohach, and she shoots it, and that's no good. Zoe gets it back over to Jade Lloyd, who I think was going to shoot it, and then she passed it off to Bohach, or tried to, and it was turned over. 24 coming the other way with it. She pulls up and shoots it and misses it, though. That was a Roscoe. And then we're going to get a jump ball, I believe, here. And the jump ball is going to be with Karnes City. Karnes City, I think they didn't realize it was theirs. So we're at a minute and a half left here.
It's ours.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah. So. Well, first they were going to give it to them, and then they changed their mind, I guess. So the possession arrow now will be with Karnes City, as the Lady Eagles have it. Zoe Choate. She has it, looking for an open teammate. Did finally find Jade Lloyd. Jade guarded out there by 23. Gets it to Busto, and that's good. 23, that was Foley. Villarreal with it, over to Foley, the aforementioned Foley, and stolen from her by Jade Lloyd. Jade gets it up to Florida. Bohach shoots it. She doesn't make it, but she does get fouled. So she will go to the line to try to score 2 points here. See if she can get on the scoreboard in the scorebook. First free throw up, and it's good. So Hazel Bohach will have a point in the scorebook this evening, at least one. We may have one. She may have one more. One more free throw. And it's no good. And rebounded. See, the Lady Badgers ended up with it. And then Jade Lloyd knocked it away. 42 seconds even left here in the 42.0, that is, left here in the fourth period. Ball inbounded. 20 shoots a jumper. It's no good. That was Olivares. Rebounded, and Lloyd coming the other way with it for the Lady Eagles. Three-pointer from Jade, and that's good. Jade Lloyd with a three-pointer for your Luling Lady Eagles. Looking like they're going to come up just a bit short this evening, though. Jumper is good. That was 14. That's Bass. Again, that's Jaylin, Jaylin, Bass. Three-pointer by Jade is another one, and it's good. Makes the score 55-30 as we're down in the final seconds here. Looks like the Lady Badgers is content to let the clock run out, and there it is. So that is the final score of the first game this evening, the varsity girls game between the Karnes City Lady Badgers, your Luling Lady Eagles, Final score: the Karnes City Badgers defeat the Luling Lady Eagles 55-30. So that will drop the Luling Lady Eagles to I believe it's 0-7 in district play. They have 3 games left. And, of course, the next one will be Friday, and we'll bring that one to you. Like I said, I won't be here, but Brad and Greg will be here. So I'm assuming no player of the game. I don't know what you guys think. No player of the game for the varsity girls this evening. So we'll go ahead and bring you the varsity boys game here shortly. They're going to have a warm-up period, so we invite you to stay tuned. Going to run some more commercials for you, and we'll be back shortly with the back half of the doubleheader here on the Luling Eagles Sports broadcast.
Nestled on the outskirts of Luling and Lockhart, is the beautiful and quaint chapel on Mayberry Hill. A tiny wedding chapel specializing in micro-weddings, vow renewals, officiant services, and as a photography venue. The chapel is both rustic and elegant, as it sits atop the wooded grounds of a private residence. Named after the homestead and hill it rests upon, the chapel features a cedar accent wall, stunning cedar slatted high ceilings, genuine hardwood floors, and beautifully restored stained glass windows. The Mayberrys are both ordained ministers and enjoy the opportunity to provide small, affordable and stress-free micro-wedding ceremonies, with a wide range of services and all-inclusive packages. Follow the chapel on social media or see their website at chapelonmayberryhill.net.
The management and the staff of the Luling Foundation Farm are striving to produce the safest and best quality Angus beef possible for their customer. This beef is grown locally on the best forage and feed available in the most humane way possible. The Foundation Farm is doing everything they can to produce an excellent beef eating experience for their customers. Please call for current prices and availability at 830-875-2438. Thanks for considering our product. L&S Mexican Restaurant is located on 310 East Pierce Street in Luling, Texas. L&S have a rotating daily breakfast and lunch specials. Steak ranchero tacos on Mondays from 5 to 11 a.m. And cheeseburger and fries combo with medium drink on Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Along with a full menu of the finest of Mexican foods. L&S offers great service with a family-friendly environment. So, grab the family and head on over to L&S Mexican Restaurant.
Here at Magnolia Mart, we proudly offer the Luling area unforgettable Mexican classics, including breakfast tacos, lunch tacos, and quesadillas. We use only the freshest ingredients to bring you authentic, unparalleled Mexican flavors. At Magnolia Mart, we have created a menu that is sure to make for an unforgettable dining experience. If you are looking for authentic Mexican flavors such as our birria taco plate special, we have on Fridays and Saturdays, you have come to the right place. Magnolia Mart is located at 702 East Houston Street. For an extra treat, when the Luling Eagles football team wins, you win. One free breakfast taco with up to 2 toppings on Saturday mornings, up until noontime. Go Eagles!
Good times with great people. We all have memories of sitting on the front porch with our parents and grandparents, surrounded by friends, having a good time. At Mom's Front Porch, we are recreating that atmosphere, where you can share a sweet treat or ice cream with the kids or grandbabies, or relax with friends over a cup of coffee. Our ever-changing menu includes everything you may need to start your day off with some good treats. We love spending time with our lovely guests and providing them with great food and environment that feels just like home. So come on over to Mom's Front Porch, we can't wait to welcome you into our own little world of happiness. Mom's Front Porch is located at 401 East Davis Street.
Come on down, Uncle Wiggly's in town. Hot and delicious, it's the best around. They got burgers and Bluebell and so much more. Retro wrestling and music, there's fun in store. So come on down to Uncle Wiggly's at our Luling store.
KJ's Embroidery is the place that can make your embroidery dreams a reality. If you're looking for embroidery work for business hats, shirts, or patches embroidered with your business logo, owner Randy Ellis can get you lined up. From a handful of items to bulk items, KJ's Embroidery is the one to call. Check them out on Facebook to stay up to date with all of their current work. If you would like to reach out to KJ's Embroidery for embroidery work done, you can send an email to kjsembroidery@gmail.com, or you can call them at 830-263-2447.
Nestled on the outskirts of Luling and Lockhart, is the beautiful and quaint chapel on Mayberry Hill. A tiny wedding chapel specializing in micro-weddings, vow renewals, officiant services, and as a photography venue. The chapel is both rustic and elegant, as it sits atop the wooded grounds of a private residence. Named after the homestead and hill it rests upon, the chapel features a cedar accent wall, stunning cedar slatted high ceilings, genuine hardwood floors, and beautifully restored stained glass windows. The Mayberrys are both ordained ministers and enjoy the opportunity to provide small, affordable and stress-free micro-wedding ceremonies, with a wide range of services and all-inclusive packages. Follow the chapel on social media or see their website at chapelonmayberryhill.net.
The management and the staff of the Luling Foundation Farm are striving to produce the safest and best quality Angus beef possible for their customer. This beef is grown locally on the best forage and feed available in the most humane way possible. The Foundation Farm is doing everything they can to produce an excellent beef eating experience for their customers. Please call for current prices and availability at 830-875-2438. Thanks for considering our product. L&S Mexican Restaurant is located on 310 East Pierce Street in Luling, Texas. L&S have a rotating daily breakfast and lunch specials. Steak ranchero tacos on Mondays from 5 to 11 a.m. And cheeseburger and fries combo with medium drink on Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Along with a full menu of the finest of Mexican foods. L&S offers great service with a family-friendly environment. So, grab the family and head on over to L&S Mexican Restaurant.
Here at Magnolia Mart, we proudly offer the Luling area unforgettable Mexican classics, including breakfast tacos, lunch tacos, and quesadillas. We use only the freshest ingredients to bring you authentic, unparalleled Mexican flavors. At Magnolia Mart, we have created a menu that is sure to make for an unforgettable dining experience. If you are looking for authentic Mexican flavors such as our birria taco plate special, we have on Fridays and Saturdays, you have come to the right place. Magnolia Mart is located at 702 East Houston Street. For an extra treat, when the Luling Eagles football team wins, you win. One free breakfast taco with up to 2 toppings on Saturday mornings, up until noontime. Go Eagles!
Good times with great people. We all have memories of sitting on the front porch with our parents and grandparents, surrounded by friends, having a good time. At Mom's Front Porch, we are recreating that atmosphere, where you can share a sweet treat or ice cream with the kids or grandbabies, or relax with friends over a cup of coffee. Our ever-changing menu includes everything you may need to start your day off with some good treats. We love spending time with our lovely guests and providing them with great food and environment that feels just like home. So come on over to Mom's Front Porch, we can't wait to welcome you into our own little world of happiness. Mom's Front Porch is located at 401 East Davis Street.
Come on down, Uncle Wiggly's in town. Hot and delicious, it's the best around. They got burgers and Bluebell and so much more. Retro wrestling and music, there's fun in store. So come on down to Uncle Wiggly's at our Luling store.
We're back here on the Luling Eagles Sports broadcast. About to get started with the second half of tonight's doubleheader. We'll have the starting lineups announced here momentarily. Brad, Greg, and Stephanie are still here. They're just taking a little bit of a break, chatting with each other right now. About to get started, though. All of us get back to work. So we are going to have the starting lineups announced here.
Come on down. Come on down. I need some coffee to wake me up.
So the starting lineups are being announced right now.
Sorry about that. I get up at 4:30 in the morning. I kind of get a little delusional.
Number 20, senior Roderick Vasquez. Number 15, senior Renee Martinez. Number 1, senior Andrew Crow. And number 0, junior Savion Nixon Thompson.
He's our stud. 0.
That's just a UIL rule indoors.
Yeah, no artificial noisemakers indoors.
So about to get started here. Kylie Baker out front to tip it up for the Eagles. And Savion Nixon Thompson, sure those of you that were tuned in for the tournament remember that young man, number 0. And there's a tip. Goes out of bounds. I was going to say, I thought a couple of seconds would have come off the clock. Now they do. 7:58. Karnes City wearing their black travel uniforms with the orange trim. Karnes and script lettering on top. City and script lettering below the number. Number in the middle. Still behind me. Gomez coming the other way. And that's how the Eagles are going to start this game this evening. Speaking of the Eagles, wearing their home white jerseys. Much like the varsity girls. Eagles and script across the chest. As there's a steal, or ball's fought for. Going to get a travel. Possession arrow will start out with it like it's going to be with the Badgers. So Eagles will be inbounding. As I was saying, the Eagles wearing their home white uniforms, script in Eagles across the chest. Script of Eagles, let me say, and as Brayson Spencer has it. Then numbers and then that script lettering both outlined in green and gray on the inside. So there you go again, another not so world famous Craig Way impersonation. We're at 7:23 left here in the first period. And number 11, Aiden Flores going to the line for the Luling Eagles. First free throw is up and good.
That's where it's going to be. You just keep making those free throws when you're at the line.
Absolutely.
That's how you win games.
They're called free for a reason.
Sorry, Brad. Sorry about that. Ball off the back of the rim. Savion Nixon Thompson coming the other way. Gets it over to 1. Back to Nixon Thompson. 1 is Andrew Crow. Over to 20. That's Vasquez. And that's a three-pointer by Crow. Ties the score quickly at 3. I believe I heard Vasquez's first name is Robert. He wasn't here back in December when we had the tournament, so I I had the other scorebook from back then. Jadis Hanks with it, had it knocked away. But his last name is Vasquez, V-A-S-Q-U-E-Z. That's number 20 for Karnes City. Ball inbounded to Flores. Flores shoots a three and in and out and back, not back in, just out. Nixon Thompson comes up with the rebound for Karnes City. Bringing it the other way, shoots a three and off the backboard and then rim and no good, goes out. Spencer has it for the Eagles now. Gets it over to Jaime. Jaime with it, gets it across to Aiden Flores. Inside to Hanks. Back out to Jaime. Jaime with a floater is no good. Rebounded by Nixon Thompson for the Badgers. Savion Nixon Thompson. Over to Crow. Back to Nixon Thompson. Back to Crow. Over to 20, that's Vasquez. Over to Nixon Thompson. Over to Curry, it's 21, Troy Curry. Over to 1, Crow, it's off the back of the rim, no good on a three. Rebounded by Baker for the Eagles, gets it over to Spencer. Spencer drives into the lane, shoots it, and good as it goes off the rim and then backboard and then it through. Nixon Thompson bringing it away for Karnes City. And again, when these two teams played in Karnes City, it was an overtime game won by the Eagles. And a three off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Nixon Thompson. He goes up, he scores, and he gets fouled. So Savion Nixon Thompson going to the line to try to give his team an early lead. So this one should be a good one throughout, so hope you stick with us for the duration. Free throw's no good. Baker rebounds it for the Eagles. Gets it over to Flores. Over to Jaime. Jaime with it now. Over to Spencer. Back over to Jaime. Back to Spencer. Spencer's going to launch a three, and that's good for Brayson Spencer. Like Mama might be here somewhere, but she's not. I know she's watching. We've got a whistle.
Backcourt.
Apparently the Karnes City coach is not in agreement with that, Brad.
Yeah, they need to keep him off the court, though. No need for that.
Correct, yes. Okay, we now got a correction on a call now. So apparently he made his case well enough, Brad, to get the call overturned. But I do agree with you. You can't let that get out of hand. You know, got to nip that right in the bud. We got a whistle. We're at 4:54 left here in the first period. Nixon Thompson gets it out to Crow, shoots a three. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Curry. Curry with it, gets it over to Crow. Over to Curry, inside to Vasquez, and blocked there by Baker, I believe it was. And there's a whistle.
Travel.
And are we going to get an offensive foul there?
No, it's travel. Travel on Karnes City.
I didn't see the call. What the call was.
Yeah, he fell down with the ball.
So thanks, Brad, for catching that. And Spencer bringing it up the floor for the Eagles. Crosses midcourt. Three-pointer. And off the rim, no good. Side of the rim there, more than the back. Nixon Thompson, it's in his hands now for the Badgers. And over to 15, that's Fuentes. And the three-pointer that guy was Vasquez was no good. Jaime Gomez with it. Dribbling it around, gets it over to Spencer. Spencer drives in and gets it over to Flores, who lays it up and good. The Eagles double up the Badgers at 10-5 here in the early going. Nixon Thompson with it for Karnes City. Gets it over to Crow and over to Vasquez for a three. It's off the rim, no good. Hanks rebounds it. Gets it over to Gomez. Jaime with it, bringing it up the floor, crosses midcourt. Gets it over to Spencer. Spencer with it now, gets it inside to Baker. Back out to Jaime. Jaime thought about 3, and then he gets fouled as he drives into the lane. I think that was Crow, number 1, that fouled him. Yes, it was. It's his first. Jaime will be inbounding for the Eagles. Gets it inside to Flores. Right close to that midcourt line. Gets it over to Jaime. Jaime with it. Short jumper. It's good for Jaime Gomez. And for Jaime, short is anywhere inside the 3-point line. Nixon Thompson with it. Gets it over to Crow. Back to Nixon Thompson. Back to 13. That's, I believe, Fuentes. Got to get a whistle. And we got a timeout here, looks like. It was Karnes City?
Yes.
Correct? Okay, so Karnes City called that timeout. First one of the game by either side. Takes them down to 4, of course. The Eagles have 5. Of course, just a reminder, they each get 5 timeouts, each team, and they can use them however they want. You can use them all up in the first half, use them all up in the second half, or combination of the two, like what I would assume would happen for Karnes City in this contest. So the Eagles lead early, 12-5. Of course, going for a 5-1 district record to start the season. So, and I believe I said earlier, I think the Lady Eagles are now 0-8. I wanted to mention that. Yeah. I was thinking about that because they're 2 games ahead of the boys. So the boys are playing game number 6 in district tonight. So. And Brad, did we have any idea of the district standings where the Eagles, even with that loss, they're still in first place?
Tied with Post at 4-1, but we beat Post, so we had that tiebreaker.
Okay, correct.
Then Goliad, Karnes City, and Nixon Smiley are 2-3, and Stockdale's 1-4.
Inside, and that was number 5, and he misses. That was Elizondo, Jaden Elizondo for Karnes City that missed on that short jump shot. Nixon Thompson inbounds. That's a 3-pointer on the way. That was Fuentes. He misses, but he gets his own. Shoots another 3, and that's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by 15. That was Martinez, Renee Martinez, over to Nixon Thompson. Nixon Thompson drives in, and he goes over Kaimi Baker and scores. Down around 2 minutes. Just about, not quite there, but Spencer with the ball for the Eagles, gets it over to Jaime. Back over to Aiden Flores. Over to Jaime, who's going to be wide open for a 3, and that's off the back of the rim, no good. Normally he drains those, especially that wide open, but he didn't do it there. So Crow bring it the other way for the Karnes City Badgers. Over to Nixon Thompson for a 3, and that misses everything. It'll be a turnover with minute 49 left here in the first period. Ball inbounded by Flores over to Spencer, back to Flores. Flores kind of lost it, but then did gather it long enough to get to Baker, and then Baker lost it out of bounds. So turnover on the Eagles. It'll go back to the Badgers. Coach is over here screaming some instructions to them. Nixon Thompson with it. Brings it across midcourt. Gets it over to 15. That's Martinez. And Crow with a 3-pointer on the way. It's off the backboard and rim and no good. Rebounded, though, by Nixon Thompson. He goes up and scores. The Eagles coming the other way with it. Flores with it. Gets it over to Jaime. Jaime's going to go in, and that's good off the backboard. As I mentioned a little while ago, anything inside the 3-point line. Short jumper for Jaime. So another one there. That one went off the backboard again. Nixon Thompson with it. Gets it over to Crow. Back to Nixon Thompson. Nixon Thompson over to 5. That's Elizondo. And stolen by Spencer. Oh, we're going to get a foul here. Foul's pretty clear as Brayson went down the lane after stealing that pass. So we got some substitutions. Got like Cantu coming in for the Eagles. I should have said looks like Cantu coming in, and it is. And also Samuelson, number 13. Ball inbounded. Spencer with it. Karnes City had a couple of substitutes as well. Spencer with it, gets it over to Samuelson. Oh, and almost a steal, and knocked it away. Nixon Thompson calls that, and he benefits, gets a pass from one of his teammates and scores. Flores with it. Much like the varsity girls you saw for Karnes City, the varsity boys like to have that full court pressure as well. Flores with it, and he scores. Short jumper there for Aiden Flores. Gives the Eagles a 5-point lead once again as the waning seconds of the first period. Nixon Thompson with it. Gets it over to Crow, who's going to launch a three. And that misses the backboard. Other than the backboard, missed everything. And it went. Is that going to count? Yes, it is. That was 5 Elizondo that put that shot up as the buzzer was sounding. And that shot will count. So at the end of the first period here at Eagle High School Gym on the campus of Luling High School, your score is going to be the Karnes City Badgers 16. Excuse me, your Luling Eagles 16 and the Karnes City Badgers 13. No, don't get mad at me out there. I had it backwards. So we're going to head to the second period, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and run a commercial here. Let's see what we want. We'll go with L&S again, so stay tuned here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast.
L&S Mexican Restaurant is located on 310 East Pierce Street in Luling, Texas. L&S have a rotating daily breakfast and lunch specials. Steak ranchero tacos on Mondays from 5 to 11 a.m. And cheeseburger and fries combo with medium drink on Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Along with a full menu of the finest of Mexican foods. L&S offers great service with a family-friendly environment. So, grab the family and head on over to L&S Mexican Restaurant.
We're back here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast. Eric Lugo, Brad Wright, Greg Tracy, Stephanie Tracy, all here with you. Again, thanks to everybody for joining us out there from wherever you're at. Hope you're enjoying the action tonight. Sure you're enjoying the boys so far if you're wearing that green and white and black. Elizondo with it. They're swinging it around over to Andrew Crow. Inside the Elizondo short jumper is in and out and no good. Rebounded. And actually, it was lost by 12. And 12 is Hunter Mays for Karnes City. Jaime gets it over to Aiden for a three. Aiden misses it and rebounded by Andrew Crow for Karnes City. Andrew Crow coming the other way with it. Gets it over to Nixon Thompson for a three. No good. Rebounded by, I believe that was Fuentes. It was. Micah Fuentes. We have a couple of Karnes City fans over here next to us, apparently. Like Vasquez is checking back in, and Troy Curry as well. Ball inbounded. Crow with it. Gets it over to Nixon Thompson. Nixon Thompson was going to shoot a three. He lost it as he was going to go up. He gets it back, however. It's over. Oh, and actually goes off the hands of 20. That was Vasquez. Spencer with it as he gets it from Aiden Flores. Over to Jaime, back to Brayson. Over to Jaime. Back to Brayson, playing a two-man game there. Gets it over to Gary Cantu, who gets trapped in the corner. But he gets out of there. Good job there by Gary. Some of their fans wanted to travel over here. But I don't think that's what they got. No, they didn't.
Jump ball.
Jump ball. So the possession arrow stays with the Eagles. So it apparently didn't switch it at the beginning of this period. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it where it's at. Now it'll be right. Spencer with it. Over to Flores that scored on that bucket for the Eagles. Makes the score 18-13. Again, a 5-point lead. Nixon Thompson coming the other way with it. Over to Crow. Out to Nixon Thompson. Over to Vasquez. And then Crow hit it again. Short jumper, no good. Hit the backboard, nothing else. Rebounded by Flores, who got it over to Jaime. Jaime with it now. Gets it over to Brayson. Brayson Spencer with it. Drives in. And out, no good. Rebounded by Nixon Thompson for Karnes City. And during the break, Brad was mentioning the Eagles got to get some help on the offensive and defensive glass both. Nixon Thompson with it, and they're going to have a whistle. We're going to get a foul, I think Spencer on the foul. They haven't changed it on the board yet, that I can tell, unless it's on Gary Cantu and not Grayson.
Yeah,
it was. Okay, so it's on Gary, so it's the first foul. First free throw is up by Nixon Thompson, and it's good. Savion Nixon Thompson again for Karnes City. And I would imagine when all district selections come out, you're going to see that young man's name first team. That's just my prediction. Second free throw is good. And Spencer, they're going to be a foul. Spencer was trying to go up the floor and got knocked down by one of the Badgers. 21, that's Curry, Troy Curry for Karnes City. Spencer with it, gets it over to Flores, over to Jaime, who's going to shoot a three, and it's no good. Rebound there by Vasquez, 20, gets it over to Nixon Thompson. Nixon Thompson brings it up the floor, gets it over to Vasquez, back to Crow for a three, and that's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by 15, Martinez. And Curry shoots a three, that's no good. Rebounded by Cantu over to Baker. Baker with it, across midcourt, gets it over to Flores. Down close to 5 minutes left here in the second period. Spencer with it. Spencer lays it up, and it's good. Got away from the man guarding him. Nixon Thompson coming the other way. Over to Crow. Over to Vasquez. Nixon Thompson. Crow for a three. And that's no good. Misses everything. Goes out of bounds. It's 4:49 left here until halftime. I got to back up the clock just a tad here. Got time to back it up all the way now with Jaime tying the shoes out there. Thank you, Jaime. You helped me out without even knowing it. That's Spencer. Gets it over to Jaime. Jaime over to Spencer. Back to Jaime. Jaime's going to drive it in and then change his mind. He's going to get stolen by Crow. Crow coming the other way with it. He's going to lay it up, and he misses. Jaime gets the rebound. Jaime coming the other way with it. Over to Flores for a three. And no, back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Nixon Thompson. Oh, and I almost had to take away from him, Gary Cantu. Over to Crow, inside to Vasquez with a floater. In and out, no good. And Gary missing the rebound, but Aiden Flores did gather it in. Gets it over to Jaime Gomez. Jaime with it. Gets it over to Spencer. Spencer with it now. Over to Jaime. Over to Spencer, who shoots a three, and that's off the rim, no good. Rebound by Cantu. Good job there by Gary. Over to Jaime. Back to Spencer. He thought about a three and changed his mind. Then gets it over to Gomez. Fans again wanted to travel. Jaime for three, and that's off the rim and no good. We're going to get a foul, I think, here on Cantu as Nixon Thompson was going for the rebound for the Badgers.
Fans were wanting to travel. That's just a jump stop. I mean, that's legal basketball play there.
There you go, that hard-hitting analysis that you only get here on LESB from Mr. Brad Wright. Nixon Thompson with it. Over to Crow. Back to Nixon Thompson. Nixon Thompson with it. And Zamarian Cruz is checked in for the Eagles, and he put a stop to Nixon Thompson. And good job there by Zamarian. Knocked that rebound over to Aiden Flores. Up the floor to Jaime. Over to Aiden. Aiden on the inside. Lays it up, and it's good. 2 more points there for your Eagles. Aiden Flores. And Crow gets it over to Nixon Thompson. Nixon Thompson brings it up the floor. Passes it over to Fuentes, who shoots a three and off the backboard, and good rebound there by Zamarian. Zamarian Cruz for your Eagles. Over to Jaime. Jaime throws it, and I think he was trying to get it to a teammate that went through, but fortunately Brayson was back there and got it. Over to Jaime. Jaime goes in over to Zamarian. Zamarian lays it up, and it's good. Good. I think he was actually, maybe Hanks was there behind Zamarian, but Zamarian grabbed it and scored it. 21, Curry gets it over to Crow. Over to Fuentes. Over to Nixon Thompson. It's a 3, and no good. And a whistle. Apparently got a foul down here on this end. One of the Eagles. Nixon Thompson will be inbounding. We're at 2:19. Let me back it up a couple seconds here. Clock you have there in front of you. Ball inbounded. Crow with it. Gets it over to Curry. We've got a whistle.
Travel.
A travel, Brad, is that what it was?
Yes.
I didn't see it. It's a turnover, whatever it is. Eagles get the ball back. Down at around 2 minutes left until halftime. Spencer with it. Over to Zamarian. He tried to get it to Zamarian again, but Zamarian was kind of laying back there. Yeah, he said it was his fault. He pointed right to his chest. Nixon Thompson with it. Nixon Thompson with a jumper is no good off the rim. He gets his own rebound. Jaime out there guarding him. Over to, a block by Flores on Fuentes, Micah Fuentes. And a definitive block. It was no doubt that.
Right to Coach Geiger.
That was no doubt where the ball was going. It wasn't toward the basket. And Fuentes back over to Curry. Over to Crow, and then now in the hands of Curry again. And this is, I believe, Hesseltine that got that touch there. Nixon Thompson misses on the 3. Coming the other way is Flores over to Spencer, and that's good. The Eagles have their first double-digit lead of the evening. Nixon Thompson coming the other way with it, getting down at around a minute left here till halftime. Nixon Thompson with it, going to drive in. Zamarian gets in there, and I believe he's going to pick up the foul, and Nixon Thompson's going to score there. So kind of quiet downs the crowd here at Eagle High School Gym for a little bit anyway. Nixon Thompson will go to the line to shoot his and one. Vasquez coming back in. Looks like 12 as well. Hunter Mays coming back in. M-A-Y-E-S on Hunter's last name. And that was Hesseltine that got that touch a minute ago, 25. See Jaime out there talking to one of the officials. Nixon Thompson finishes his three-point play. 26-18. We're going to get a timeout now, I think, by the Badgers. Is that who it was, Brad? I think it was Karnes City.
I think so.
So, yeah, I see it now. They pointed their way. So, another timeout for them. So, takes them down to 3. Takes the Eagles. Actually, the Eagles have 5 still. They haven't used any of theirs yet. Coach Ryan Geiger over there and his assistant, Coach Colby Chamness. Wonderful man that he is. He always takes good care of us, comes and shakes our hand at the end of every game after we go off air. So, good man in my book. So, and I think all of our books anyway. So, just a reminder, too, that we got some upcoming broadcasts for you. The next one will be this Friday, January 31st. If you weren't here for the varsity girls game or weren't tuned in, listening, watching, I will not be here. I'm going to a church youth conference over the weekend with some folks, some youngsters from my church. So I'm one of the chaperones. So I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of Greg Tracy and Brad Wright, and hopefully Logan as well. Not sure about Logan, but Greg and Brad, I know, plan to be here. Of course, Stephanie will be running the camera. Layup no good. And Jadis Hanks got it. He's trying to get it back. Mays is fighting for it, and he came out of there with it. Down under a minute now left until halftime. And Crow ends up with the ball for Karnes City over to Nixon Thompson, who's going to line up a 3. And that's good. He had missed some pretty badly earlier. I figured eventually he was going to find his stroke, and he did. Jaime driving up the lane, and he misses it. Hanks gets the rebound over to Jaime, who's going to shoot a 3. And it is a 3, and it is good. Couldn't really see some folks standing up in front of me. I couldn't see if that was a 3 or not. But
yes.
Yeah, it was. I saw that the referee put up their field goal good sign. Curry with it. Gets it over to Nixon Thompson. And inside to Mays. And Mays is not going to make the shot, but he does get fouled. Hunter Mays for Karnes City will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. 15.2 seconds left until halftime. Halftime, of course, we'll go ahead and take a break. Gonna rest our voices here and rest up, get ready for the second half. First free throw is up, and it's good off the rim for Hunter Mays. Cuts the Eagle lead down to 7, 29-22. Second free throw is no good and rebounded by Flores. Bringing it the other way to Spencer. Over to Jaime, who's going to shoot a 3. And that's good, and one! Jaime gets fouled on top of making the three-point basket. 8.6 left here until halftime. Excellent job there by that young man. Senior leader, definitely the heart and soul of this Luling Eagle varsity boys basketball team. Jaime Gomez. Free throw on the way, and that's no good. Rebounded by Nixon Thompson. Coming the other way with it to see if they can get a shot off for the end of the half here. That knocked away. 1.7 left here until halftime. So let's see if the Eagles can at least keep them from putting a shot up and possibly going in. If they can, they'll have a 10-point lead going into the halftime break. They're going to get another whistle. Is that going to be halftime? Let's see. Or are they going to put some time back on the clock? Let's see.
I think they would put some time back on here.
We're waiting to find out. So, yeah, we're going to get some time put back on there. 0.7 it looks like. 0.7. So I'll go ahead and leave the clock the way it is in front of you there, but it's 0.7 left. So they got time for a shot. That's Crow inbound into Curry. That you had no time for a pass. You pretty much just had to shoot it as soon as you got it, and they didn't. So at halftime here at Eagle High School Gym on the campus of Luling High School in this varsity boys basketball game, your score is going to be your Luling Eagles 32 and the Karnes City Badgers 22. So we're going to go to halftime here. We invite you to stay tuned. Watch these commercials in the meantime, and we'll be back shortly for the second half of the varsity boys broadcast here on LESB. Thank you for watching and listening.
Nestled on the outskirts of Luling and Lockhart, is the beautiful and quaint chapel on Mayberry Hill. A tiny wedding chapel specializing in micro-weddings, vow renewals, officiant services, and as a photography venue. The chapel is both rustic and elegant, as it sits atop the wooded grounds of a private residence. Named after the homestead and hill it rests upon, the chapel features a cedar accent wall, stunning cedar slatted high ceilings, genuine hardwood floors, and beautifully restored stained glass windows. The Mayberrys are both ordained ministers and enjoy the opportunity to provide small, affordable and stress-free micro-wedding ceremonies, with a wide range of services and all-inclusive packages. Follow the chapel on social media or see their website at chapelonmayberryhill.net.
The management and the staff of the Luling Foundation Farm are striving to produce the safest and best quality Angus beef possible for their customer. This beef is grown locally on the best forage and feed available in the most humane way possible. The Foundation Farm is doing everything they can to produce an excellent beef eating experience for their customers. Please call for current prices and availability at 830-875-2438. Thanks for considering our product. L&S Mexican Restaurant is located on 310 East Pierce Street in Luling, Texas. L&S have a rotating daily breakfast and lunch specials. Steak ranchero tacos on Mondays from 5 to 11 a.m. And cheeseburger and fries combo with medium drink on Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Along with a full menu of the finest of Mexican foods. L&S offers great service with a family-friendly environment. So, Grab the family and head on over to L&S Mexican Restaurant.
Here at Magnolia Mart, we proudly offer the Luling area unforgettable Mexican classics, including breakfast tacos, lunch tacos, and quesadillas. We use only the freshest ingredients to bring you authentic, unparalleled Mexican flavors. At Magnolia Mart, we have created a menu that is sure to make for an unforgettable dining experience. If you are looking for authentic Mexican flavors such as our birria taco plate special we have on Fridays and Saturdays, you have come to the right place. Magnolia Mart is located at 702 East Houston Street. For an extra treat, when the Luling Eagles football team wins, you win. One free breakfast taco with up to 2 toppings on Saturday mornings up until noontime. Go Eagles!
Good times with great people. We all have memories of sitting on the front porch with our parents and grandparents, surrounded by friends, having a good time. At Mom's Front Porch, we are recreating that atmosphere, where you can share a sweet treat or ice cream with the kids or grandbabies, or relax with friends over a cup of coffee. Our ever-changing menu includes everything you may need to start your day off with some good treats. We love spending time with our lovely guests and providing them with great food and environment that feels just like home. So come on over to Mom's Front Porch, we can't wait to welcome you into our own little world of happiness. Mom's Front Porch is located at 401 East Davis Street.
Come on down, Uncle Wiggly's in town. Hot and delicious, it's the best around. They got burgers and Bluebell and so much more. Retro wrestling and music, there's fun in store. So come on down to Uncle Wiggly's at our Luling store.
And we're back here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast. Eric Lugo, Brad Wright, Greg Tracy, Stephanie Tracy, all here with you from Eagle High School Gym. Shout out to the father of Brad Wright, Mr. Jimmy Wright, here down here with us, broadcast location as well. So thank you, everyone, for joining us from wherever you're at in the world, as I always like to say. Shout out to the Sarge. I'm not sure if I haven't heard from the Sarge lately. I know he's got some broadcasts going on with our sister network, LPSB, Lions Pride Sports Broadcast. And then, speaking of, too, I just want to remind everybody, go check our website, lulingeaglessb.com. Went and updated it some earlier today. So you'll notice that we're going to have a soccer broadcast coming up on Friday, February 7th. So it'll be right after I get back from the trip I'm going to take to Waco. Be over there in Baylor Bear country. Right down the street, actually, from the university, if I'm not mistaken. So
Go Cats.
I know. Oh, I am a Bobcat.
Trader.
I have worn my jacket and all that stuff there. And
You ought to wear an
Baylor
all
Bear country.
cat going down there.
We did win the last matchup against them.
Yes, we did. That's correct, Brad. So, yeah, but I always represent the maroon and gold wherever I go, even if it's in Baylor Bear country. So, teams will reverse the baskets that they're going to. Eagles will be over here in the basket over here, if I'm not mistaken, closest to us. And Karnes City Badgers will be going to the other basket on the far end. So that means the opening possession will go to Karnes City, I believe, is who it is. It looks like Nixon Thompson's heading this way. And I did ask the gentleman that's over here next to me, they're from Karnes City, they're supporting the Badgers, and I asked him about the first name for Vasquez, number 20. He said his name is Roderick. First name is Roderick. I'm assuming Roderick. So I will go ahead and use that now. And thanks to that gentleman over here for giving me that information. Fuentes with a three-pointer is no good. And over the back looked like of Jadis Hanks. 7:47 left here in the third period. We just got underway. Flores bring it to the way and blocked. Is it gonna? It's not, I don't think the shot's gonna count though. He thought it was, but it'll be. I think it's on the floor, so it'll be an inbound by the Eagles. The foul was on 15. That's Rene Martinez.
But that is 2 quick fouls here in the third quarter already on Karnes City.
Hanks with it for the Eagles now. Over to Flores, who's going to shoot a three, and that's no good off the rim. Rebounded by Fuentes, who got it over to Crow, got it back over to Nixon Thompson. And inside on a good fake there, over to Martinez and over to Crow. Now back to Martinez into the Mays. Mays with a layup, he misses it. And rebound by Hanks. Tough break there by Hunter Mays as he misses on that layup. Spencer over to Jaime. He thought about a three from almost the midcourt. Hanks is going to shoot it from the free throw line, and no good. Rebounded by Rene Martinez as we got some tumbling going on. Baker ended up on the floor for the Eagles. Nixon Thompson, they're going to get a whistle. I think that's going to be on Jaime. It looked like it anyway. We're at 6:53 left here in the third period. Ball inbounded. Nixon Thompson comes up with it, gets it over out front, and floater is no good. He gets his own rebound, and Fuentes had it, got it over to Crow. Over to Nixon Thompson with a jumper, and that's good for Savion Nixon Thompson. 11, Flores coming the other way with it for the Eagles, gets over to Jaime. Over to Spencer, cross court, over to Flores. Flores over to Baker. Baker is going to get it blocked, but I believe we're going to get a foul as well. Hunter Mays, I believe, is going to be called for that foul, number 12. Yes, it was 1-2, so that's Hunter Mays for Karnes City. So we're going to have an inbound, or actually this is going to be a shooting foul. So Baker will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws for your Eagles.
That's the third foul on number 12 for Karnes City now.
First free throw is missed by Baker. So as you just heard Brad say, he's coming out of the game, actually. I'm sure the coach is aware of that. 3 fouls on Hunter Mays. One more on the way for Baker. And that one's good. No doubt on that one after that first one was a little shaky. Nixon Thompson over to Crow. Back over to Nixon Thompson. Cross court. Crow with it for a three, and that's no good. Jaime gets the rebound on that. Over to Flores. Flores drives in, lays it up, and it's good. Aiden Flores with a bucket there for your Eagles. Down under 6 minutes now left here in the third period. Nixon Thompson bringing it the other way. Over to Crow. Over to Nixon Thompson. Over to, that was Vasquez, and that's a three, and that's good. Roderick Vasquez cuts the lead to single digits for the Eagles. Flores over to Jaime for a three, and off the back of the rim, no good for Jaime. And rebounded by the aforementioned Vasquez, gets it over to Nixon Thompson, over to Crow, and over to Vasquez, who thought about another three, changed his mind. Got it out front to Nixon Thompson, guarded out there by Flores. Passed around, Vasquez with another three, and that's good. So he's heating up out there from distance. Two with it, Spencer for the Eagles. So the Badgers climbing right back into this game. And the first one in Karnes City, you knew they would. Jaime with it, over to Spencer. Spencer with a three, and that's good for Brayson Spencer. Nixon Thompson with it. Bringing it up the floor, over to Crow, over to Nixon Thompson, over to Vasquez. Nixon Thompson, Crow. Vasquez with another three. He's feeling it, but this one doesn't go down. Ball goes out of bounds. Who's going to be off of it? Who's like off of Eagle? I think Aiden Flores that was fighting for it. Cade Samuelson checks back in for your Eagles. Cade wears number 13. It's like out there now as well. Hanks, 34. And there's a three on the way. That was Cade that just checked in, shot the three, but missed it. And, of course, Jaime out there, 23, Spencer 2. Here comes Flores with a jumper just inside the free throw line, and he missed it. And it goes, and it's going to be turned over as Hanks fought for it. 4:15 left in the third period. Nixon Thompson coming the other way with it. Over to Crow, and Nixon Thompson. Crow. Nixon Thompson. Has it guarded out there by both Flores and Jaime. And inside to Martinez, over to Fuentes. Fuentes changed his mind. He saw this three was going to get blocked out. He shot it. And Gomez comes the other way with it for the Eagles. Over to Flores, over to Spencer, who's going to shoot a long jumper. And that's good for, I think he even wanted a foul. Looked like did Spencer. Doesn't get it, but it is a 10-point lead, double-digit lead again for your Eagles. Inside to Martinez. Out to Nixon Thompson. Thought about a three, changed his mind. Crow has it now. Over to Nixon Thompson. Nixon Thompson over to Crow. Crow drives in and over Hanks, and he scores. Spencer coming the other way with it for your Eagles. Down at around 3 minutes left here in the third period. Spencer with it over to Jaime. Jaime back over to Spencer. Over to Hanks. Hanks with a jumper, and it's off the rim and no good. Cade couldn't get the rebound. Rebounded instead by Nixon Thompson for Karnes City. Bringing it the other way over to Crow. Crow with it. Inside to Vasquez and thrown away as Flores ends up with it for the Eagles. And off the rim and no good on that shot. Nixon Thompson gets it, comes the other way. Over for a three, and that's no good off the back of the rim. It's going to go out of bounds and going to go over to the Eagles and out of bounds. Last touch by the Badgers.
Timeout Eagles.
Timeout Eagles called by the first one, I think, of the evening, called by Coach Ryan Geiger and assistant coach Colby Chamness. So we'll go ahead and take a break here. Let's run a commercial for, let's do the one for Chapel Mayberry Hill. It's a little longer, so stay with us here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast.
It's only a 30.
Oh, it's a shorter one, so let's go ahead and run the one for a little shorter one, Magnolia Mart. Stay tuned.
Here at Magnolia Mart, we proudly offer the Luling area unforgettable Mexican
get Chapel
classics,
maybe between the
including breakfast
periods.
tacos, lunch tacos, and quesadillas. We use only the freshest ingredients to bring you authentic, unparalleled Mexican flavors. At Magnolia Mart, we have created a menu that is sure to make for an unforgettable dining experience. If you are looking for authentic Mexican flavors such as our birria taco plate special we have on Fridays and Saturdays, you have come to the right place. Magnolia Mart is located at 702 East Houston Street. For an extra treat, when the Luling Eagles football team wins, you win. One free breakfast taco with up to 2 toppings on Saturday mornings up until noontime. Go Eagles.
We're back here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast. Eric Lugo, Brad Wright, Greg Tracy, Stephanie Tracy with you. Spencer with it out here in front of us. Gets it over to Hanks. Hanks inside to Cade, and Cade lays it up, and it's good. Cade Samuelson, K-A-D-E, his first name. You're not aware, and gives the Eagles a 10-point lead once again. Nixon Thompson thought about a 3. Crow shoots it instead, and that's no good. Rebound, and Gomez has it. Coming the other way is Jaime. Thought about a 3, was going to pull up, and then he changed his mind. Spencer has it now. Spencer, and let's see, got to travel. That's kind of what I thought when I saw it, and I was correct. Ball going to be inbounded. Nixon Thompson coming the other way with it, trying to catch the Eagles napping. Curry with it. Curry shoots a jumper, and it's good. Troy Curry for Karnes City. Cade coming the other way with it for your Eagles, and had it knocked away, and then Nixon Thompson comes up with it. Not sure who that picked that pocket there, but that was a good job. Nixon Thompson over for a 3 to Vasquez, and that's no good off the rim. Nixon Thompson gets a rebound. Looked like he might have traveled, but they didn't call it, and then a miss. And then he goes back up and scores, and he's going to get an and one. So it makes the score 42-36, favor of your Eagles. But Nixon Thompson will go to the line to shoot his and one. Aiden Flores comes back in for Cade Samuelson. Free throw up and no good. And Nixon Thompson tried to chase it down and couldn't.
It was off of can 2, though.
But it was off can 2, yeah, so it's going to be stay with the Badgers on the far end. Ball inbounded. 5 with it. That's Elizondo over to Crow. Back to Elizondo. Elizondo loses it. Flores came up with it for the Eagles over to Jaime. Jaime thought about a 3 and changed his mind. Over to Baker and gets it to Spencer. Spencer changes his mind and he throws it away. Crow has it now for Karnes City. Over to Elizondo, who lays it up, and it's good. Pulls them to within 4. Gomez with it, and Spencer had went down, but he got back up. Down at about half a minute left here in the third period. Jaime with it over to Flores, who's going to shoot a 3, and no good. And they're going to have a whistle. Apparently going to be a foul underneath. Let's see who the foul was on. Apparently it was on Karnes City.
Yeah, 21 with a push off.
Okay, so Curry with a foul. That young man's last name Currie. Spencer out front to Baker. Baker drives in, lays it up, and it's no good. Hanks fights for the rebound, doesn't get there. And then Vasquez comes up with it, gets it over to Nixon Thompson. Over to Crow, who goes in, no good. Rebound, fought for it, and it's going to go out in front. And Elizondo comes up with it, gets it over to Nixon Thompson. Nixon Thompson shoots a 3. It's going to be a 3 free throw foul on there. I think Aiden Flores fouled Nixon Thompson as he was shooting the 3. So it's 2.1 left here in the third period. So I let the clock run out, but it's actually 2 seconds left. 2.1. And it will be 3 free throws, so he'll be looking to pull this team within 1 point. Will Nixon Thompson. First one up, and it's good. 2 more for Savion Nixon Thompson. Young man's first name, Savion. Second one good. So he could pull them to within 1 point, and then we'll see if the Eagles can get a shot off before the end of the third period. And that one misses. There's the end of the period. Oh, and almost in as heaved there by Aiden Flores. Just misses. So we are at the end of the third period here at Eagle High School Gym on the campus of Luling High School with your score. The Luling Eagles leading the Karnes City Badgers just by the slightest of margins, 42-40. So stay tuned for the fourth period coming up. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and run that commercial now for Chapel on Mayberry Hill. Shout out to you, JG, here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast.
Nestled on the outskirts of Luling and Lockhart is the beautiful and quaint chapel on Mayberry Hill. A tiny wedding chapel specializing in micro-weddings, vow renewals, officiant services, and as a photography venue. The chapel is both rustic and elegant, as it sits atop the wooded grounds of a private residence. Named after the homestead and hill it rests upon, the chapel features a cedar accent wall, stunning cedar slatted high ceilings, genuine hardwood floors, and beautifully restored stained glass windows. The Mayberries are both ordained ministers and enjoy the opportunity to provide small, affordable and stress-free micro-wedding ceremonies, with a wide range of services and all-inclusive packages. Follow the chapel on social media or see their website at chapelonmayberryhill.net.
And we're back here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast. Eric Lugo, Brad Wright, Greg Tracy, Stephanie Tracy all here with you from Eagle High School Gym. Looks like the Eagles are going to inbound to start the fourth period. So I'll leave the possession arrow with Karnes City. Apparently I missed a change somewhere along the way. Imagine that. Spencer with it. Drives in, had it knocked away, and knocked away again by Vasquez. Hanks will be inbounding it for the Eagles. 7:44 left here in the fourth period. May see another overtime game. We're going to have apparently he can't move, correct?
Correct.
So that's what it was.
Can only move after a made basket.
Okay. And that's what Hanks did there. So Nixon Thompson inbounds it over to Crow. Crow's going to bring it up the floor this time. Over to Nixon Thompson. Back to Crow. Over to Vasquez for a three, and that's good, and it gives this team the lead. 43-42. Flores with it for the Eagles. Over to Spencer. Over to Baker. Oh, and thrown away as Flores couldn't come up with it. Crow has it for the Badgers. Over to Nixon Thompson. Nixon Thompson with it now, and then thrown away. It looked like Flores is going to come up with it, and instead it's Vasquez, and he misses on that three. But that young man here lately has been hitting pretty much everything he's shot. So fortunate there for the Eagles. 23, Gomez with it over to Spencer. Hanks thought about a three, gets it back to Spencer instead. Eagles now trail by 1 point, 43-42. Jaime with it. Over to Flores in the corner, inside to Baker, and then Baker lost it, and Baker falls down after that. Elizondo came up with it, got it over to Nixon Thompson. Down at around 6.5 minutes left here and counting the fourth period. Elizondo with it, drives in, shoots a jumper, and it's good. 3-point lead now for the Badgers. So the Eagles got to try to do something here to stem the tide. The whistle, I think we're going to get a timeout by Coach Geiger. I think he realizes what we realize here, at least me anyway. And that's Eagles, I'm sorry, I marked the wrong side there. Let me go ahead and get it on the right side. Timeout Eagles, and so I believe each team is left with 3. Yes, they are. So, again, just a reminder, we got a break in action. The next broadcast will be this Friday. It'll be the final doubleheader of the season for basketball. The Lady Eagles will have their senior evening as they take on the Nixon Smiley Lady Mustangs, and then the game following will be the Nixon Smiley Mustang taking on this same varsity boys Luling Eagles team. So we do invite you to join us then. And like I said, I won't be here for that one, but Brad and Greg will be, and hopefully Logan as well. And, of course, those of y'all that were with us in the first game, y'all know Trish is not here today as well. She wasn't feeling well, so she's not expected to be able to return until next week. So I think the next broadcast after the one Friday will be the soccer game that we do on February 7th. Then we'll do the senior night boys basketball game, which will be against Stockdale on February the 11th. So Eagles needing to get back into the game. Down 3 now. Flores with it, gets it over to Spencer. Spencer going to drive in. Zamarian cruises back in. He's going to go up, and he misses. Rebound, and Zamarian fought with Vasquez over there, but doesn't get it. Nixon Thompson has it. Bringing it the other way for the Badgers, and knocked away by Flores, but Nixon Thompson keeps it. Crow with it, over to Nixon Thompson. And a 3 from Vasquez, and that's no good, and there's a whistle.
It went over the...
Yeah.
So it went, over the backboard, pretty much. So actually 5:46. Let me let it run down to catch up to 5:42. Gomez with it. And got it over to Flores, who had the sky for that. And Flores is going to go into the lane. He's going to get an and one, I believe. Oh, no, actually they're going to call a charge on Aiden Flores. At 5:34 left here in the fourth period, and Coach Geiger doesn't like the call. He's out there talking to the official. And, of course, the home crowd doesn't like it much either. So a turnover nonetheless on that offensive foul. And that's Aiden's second. Crow with it. Over to Nixon Thompson. Out in the corner to 13, that's Fuentes. Micah Fuentes, he misses. Rebound fought for and goes out of bounds. Who was that off of? It's off of apparently Karnes City. And the turnover is going to go over to the Eagles. Jaime will be inbounding it. Gets it over to Spencer. Over to Flores. And again, full court press being put on by Karnes City. Spencer breaks it. Gets in, and Zamarian with a layup, and that's good. Cuts the lead down to 1.
Great look by Spencer there.
Been a big part of this game, Brad. Zamarian Cruz, at the time he's been in. And that's Vasquez over to Crow. Crow with it, gets it over to corner to Fuentes. I believe that is, yes it is. And miss on the jumper, no good. Rebound, and that's good. I think that was Troy Curry on that one. And I think his coach called timeout right after that. So that's their timeout. So that'll take the Badgers down, if that's correct. Yes, it is, down to 2. And the Eagles, of course, still left with 3. So let me go ahead and take that off there, what you're seeing there in front of you. So, it's going to come down to the end again, folks, it looks like. I know that Brad and Greg and Stephanie weren't here for that game against Poth. That was a pretty tough one as well. Fortunately, the Eagles came back out on the victorious end in overtime. And as well, the first time these two teams played, it was in overtime in Karnes City, though. And Karnes City Luling ended up winning. I think it's 55-50, as Brad said, or 56, one of the two. But the main thing is the Eagles came out on top. So, again, the Eagles, if they can emerge victorious tonight, they will be 5-1 in district. And if you heard Brad earlier, the both Pirates are also at they were 4-1. I'm not sure what they did this evening. But, of course, the tiebreaker goes to the Eagles right now because they have the victory, the overtime victory over the Poth Pirates. So we're at 4 minutes, 40 seconds, as you see there in front of you, left in, does this say regulation? Because this very well might be heading to overtime, let me say. Spencer inbounding. Over to Jaime, back to Spencer. Spencer with it. Gets it over to Jaime. Over to Spencer. Back to Jaime. Jaime thought about a 3 and said back to Spencer. Hanks with it now. Over to Spencer. Spencer drives in. Floater is good for Brayson Spencer. Cuts the lead to 1 for Karnes City. The fans here at Eagle High School gym, both sides getting into it. Curry with it over to Vasquez for a 3. Short. Rebound is fought for. Hanks comes up with it. Can give his team the lead, or Jaime can, any of them with a bucket. Zamarian is going to shoot a 3, and he misses. That would have brought the house down had he made it. I'll just say that.
Foul on Aiden
Flores, so it's going to be a turnover to the Badgers.
That's his third.
That's his third, yep. So we got to watch the fouls on Aiden Flores now. Of course, 5 fouls, and you're disqualified. See if the Eagles can make a stop here on defense again. Crow brings it into the front court, and Fuentes is going to shoot a 3. That's going to miss everything. It hit the rim. Looked like it was going to miss everything. Over to Mays, and Jaime's going to get called for a foul, and he didn't like it. And I have to say, I think he's got every right. It didn't look like he got anything but ball, at least from here. Of course, we're on the opposite end, so I didn't get a real good shot of it, but a real good look at it, let me say. Mays will go to the line to shoot 2. First one on the way is good. 3:43 left here in regulation. Fourth period here. Second free throw, no good. Off the back of the rim. Good rebound there by Zamarian Cruz. Over to Spencer. Spencer with it. Over to Jaime Gomez. Jaime Gomez with it, gets it over to Aiden, almost threw it away. And over to Jaime, over to Spencer. Spencer's gonna drive in, tried to get it to look like it was either Hanks or Cruz. They were both down there, and it was turned over. Nixon Thompson comes up with it for Karnes City. Over to Crow. Crow's gonna drive in, jumper, no good off the rim. Hanks rebounds it, gets it over to Jaime. Jaime coming the other way, gets it over to Aiden. And knocked away from a good job there by that young man, Vasquez, to knock it away. 3:07 left here in regulation. So Marion's going to inbound it, looks like. And that young man, the Eagles would not be where they are currently, I'm going to say, if not for that young man. 23 with it, over to 2. And knocked away. Jaime comes back up with it. Spencer had it. Back to Jaime, over to Hanks. Hanks thought about a 3 and then changes his mind. He's going to shoot it right at the free throw line. No good. Rebound by Mays. We're going to get a foul. The foul is on Zamarian Cruz. 2:47 left here in regulation. Again, Eagles only trail by 2 at 48-46. They led by as much as 10 at halftime. The score was 32-22. Fuentes with it for Karnes City. Drives into the lane.
Travel.
I was pretty sure about that, and it was. You heard Brad Wright call it for you right there on the call.
Good job by Cantu to step in and stop his progress there.
Inbounded. Spencer with it. Gets it over to Flores. Back to Spencer. Over to Flores. He's going to shoot a 3. And in and out, no good. Cantu goes for the rebound, doesn't get it. And that's Vasquez that gets it and ends up giving it over to Nixon Thompson. Nixon Thompson's going to drive in. It went off the head of Flores. You know, I mentioned soccer earlier, but that's not a soccer ball, so I'm sure that didn't feel good for Aiden. Nixon Thompson will inbound. Gets it over to just Crow with it now, and it's going to be waved off travel, yes. And again, Brad Wright right on the call there. Ball inbounded. Spencer with it. See, the Karnes City coach did not like that last call, but doesn't matter if he likes it. Hanks with it. Gets it Spencer. Over to Jaime. Over to Aiden Flores. Inside to Hanks. Hanks thought about driving in. He changed his mind. Jaime's going to line up a three. And it's no good off the back of the rim. Would have given the team the lead, but as it is, it's a miss, and Nixon Thompson has it. Nixon Thompson brings it in the front court. That's a three, and that's off the back of the rim. Knocked over to Crow. Over to Nixon Thompson. And Gary Cantu is going to get called for a foul. He fell down. Looked like he might have, it was going to be a charge, it looked like, but and instead they called it on Gary. So let's see, are they going to go to the line here? Or?
Yeah, that's a 5th foul.
Okay, so it's going to be it's a bonus from here on out. So the bonus is for Karnes City. So let me go ahead and put that there in front of you. See it underneath their score. First one no good for Nixon Thompson. Fuentes checks back in for Troy Curry. Almost a minute and a half left here in regulation, a minute 38. He makes that one, does Nixon Thompson. 3-point lead now for the Badgers. Whistle, timeout there by Coach Ryan Geiger. So take it off the board. It's, I believe each team is going to be left with 2 now. As soon as they take the one off the board, I believe that is going to be correct. So again, thank y'all for joining us tonight, and shout out again to all our sponsors, the ones you see there in the lower left-hand corner. And the only one I guess we don't have, I need to get that added, like I said, is Sarah Jeans, formerly known as Mom's Front Porch. Those of y'all that aren't aware, haven't joined us here recently, Mom Gretchen Moore did sell out to one of her former employees, Sarah, and Sarah now owns it. So when I talked to her last, she was trying to work on getting cards, business cards, updated ones. She had some made, she said, then she had to kick them back because they were wrong. So hopefully pretty soon I'll have one of those. If nothing else, I can put a picture of the storefront. I took a picture of the storefront, so I can put that on there, at least as a placeholder until they get their stuff together. And the Sarge, Emilio the Sarge Ward, is supposed to be making a commercial for them as well. So I had to get with him as well on that because I haven't heard anything from him since I talked to him about it. So, but it is in the works, folks. We're working on getting everything together. So, but shout out definitely to Sarah Jeans. And I invite you to go over there too if you haven't been. It's a really nice place. She did made a lot of changes to it. Spencer with it for the Eagles as we go back to action. And knocked away. That was a good steal by Crow. Nixon Thompson comes up with it for the Badgers and then knocked away by Hanks. Good job by Hanks as well to get that ball over to Jaime. Jaime with it. Over to Spencer. And there's a whistle. The fans down here in front of us and on the side to the right of Greg wanted to travel. They didn't get it.
Well, yeah, he travels when you push him when he has the ball.
Can I elbow?
Gomez with it. Going to inbound it over to Flores. Flores drives in. Going to short jumper. It's going to miss. Zamarian with a rebound. Zamarian up. Misses. Aiden Flores cleans it up, however. And that pulls the Eagles to within 1. Right at a minute left. They're going to get a whistle from the Karnes City coach calling a timeout. So that takes them down to 1. So, yeah, folks, I think you need to buckle up here because it's going to be a fantastic finish. Another one. Just hope this one comes out the way the last one did when we took on Poth, and meaning the Luling Eagles varsity boys team. Of course, we are the Luling Eagles sports broadcast, so I can say that. So, just a final reminder about the broadcast this Friday, January 31st, as the Nixon Smiley Lady Mustangs and Mustangs will be here to take on the Luling Lady Eagles and Eagles respectively. Again, it's senior night for the Luling Lady Eagles. I really hate that I have to miss that game because I'm going out of town, but it's just unfortunate that I can't be here. So that the youth conference is scheduled yearly, and it's well in advance, so way before any schedules come out for these athletic teams during the year. So, but if I know my guys, they'll do a real good job while I'm gone. So I know Greg's looking forward to doing some play-by-play. He's gonna get warmed up for softball and baseball, right, Greg?
Yep.
It's coming up pretty quick. So
starting off with the alumni game
on February 15th. Yes, that's correct.
Baseball alumni.
Yeah, baseball that is. Yeah,
baseball. Sorry.
Coach Jorge Munoz down here in front of us is an inbound and knocked away, but then the Badgers did come up with it. So full court pressure there, and over to Vasquez, over to Crow, out to Nixon Thompson. They do break that press to the Karnes City Badgers. Nixon Thompson misses on the floater, gets it back, and scores. Makes the score 51-48. Flores coming the other way with it. Over to Jaime, over to Spencer, who's going to shoot a three, and that's off no good, and rebounded. We're going to get a foul here. Foul, I think it was Flores got fouled as he went up to get the rebound. Tough miss there by Spencer. He could have tied the game for the Eagles with that three-pointer, but as it is, he missed it. And it'll be inbounded because there's still no bonus yet for the Eagles. Badgers haven't hit the 5, and we're going to get another timeout for Coach Geiger.
Had to keep from getting the 5-second count there.
So that takes the Eagles down to one timeout. So each team left with one timeout here in the regulation. Actually, they don't get any extra timeouts in overtime.
I think they get one extra.
They get one extra each. Okay, so I wasn't sure about that. So anyway, so we'll find out where we're heading there. 30.4 seconds left here in regulation. 30 there in front of you. Unfortunately, I don't have the points, whatever. So, but hoping the Eagles can find a way to get it done here. They've had some near misses here recently, and or let me say not near misses, but close games, and they find a way to get it done at the end. So for sure need to get it done here on the offensive end down here in front of us. See the Eagle fans getting into the game. Ball inbounded to Jaime. Jaime shoots a three. It's a foul. He's going to go to the line to shoot 3 free throws. The aforementioned Munoz, I imagine somebody got a good camera shot of him there. He's right down there in the front row supporting these guys. So Jaime with 3 big free throws coming up here to try to tie the score for his team. I think the Badgers saw that coming and tried to stop it, but first free throw on the way is good. 2 more for Jaime. And out and back in.
Little home cooking. Counts the same as swishing it, though.
Sure does. 1 more for Jaime to try to tie the score. Good. And Crow with it and we're going to get a whistle here. I think you're going to get a whistle from who did Karnes City coach call that?
No, they're trying to sub.
Oh, there was a sub.
Oh, there was a sub. Okay. I was wondering what was going on. I was like, what are we doing here? So apparently it wasn't caught. So that is just going to lay back, or the Eagles on defense. And Crow ends up with it now, but much less pressure than he had before. Nixon Thompson has it now. Important defensive stand here for the Eagles if they can make it. Crow with it, and they're going to get a foul here.
Timeout.
Oh, the timeout by the Karnes City coach. So that is it for them, at least as far as regulation. If we go to overtime, like Brad said, they may get an extra one. We'll find that out if it goes that far. But as far as regulation, those yellow dashes are gone underneath the orange Karnes City name you see there in front of you. So that's it for them. So if they're going to do it, they may, and that may be what they're doing, setting up a final shot to try to win the game as the clock expires. So we'll find out here shortly. So, but a nail biter once again. These Eagle varsity boys, they know how to play a lot of them. They've had a lot of close games. I don't know what the score ended up the other day, but all the other games that I was aware of, a couple of them went to overtime. They did defeat Nixon Smiley, I believe, by 10 in Nixon Smiley. So, they can't do anything easy, it doesn't seem like, but as long as they come out on top, that's what matters. So the crowd definitely getting into it on both sides. We got some Karnes City fans right here to the left of me, to the right of Greg. So
looks like some of our boys soccer players even joining in the cheers down here now. Not sure how they finished up
exactly.
tonight.
We need to find that out. So if we do find that out, we'll go ahead and post something on our Facebook page about it. So all inbounded. Nixon Thompson's going to shoot a three. That's no good, off the rim, and rebound. And
fouled.
A foul on Aiden Flores. I think it was Hunter Mays that fouled him 12.
But no bonus yet.
So they're going to have to inbound the ball, but it is a foul. So that's the good news. So the Eagles will maintain possession.
But another foul, Wilson Eagles to the line.
10.1 seconds left here.
How'd y'all do? Up or down?
Oh. Looks like the soccer team lost. That's what Brad was trying to find out, and we got a thumbs down, so I'm assuming that means they lost. Aiden Flores is there to inbound the ball, gets it over to Jaime. Jaime with it, over to Spencer. Down under 10 seconds left. We're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a timeout Coach Geiger was just looking to have the ball cross midcourt so he could set up a shot. So we're at 6.4 left here let the clock get a little bit ahead. So both teams are out now in regulation. So this is going to end right here. And Brad, you mentioned that if the next foul for Karnes City will put the Eagles in the bonus.
Yes.
So not yet, but that bonus will come on if they commit another of any kind. It doesn't matter if it's a shooting foul, non-shooting foul, whatever, because they're already at 4 team fouls for the quarter. So at the very worst, we're looking at another overtime game. It'll be the third one in district for the Eagles and the second one against Karnes City. So, but if the Eagles can get the shot off with these 6.4 left and put it in the hole, or get fouled like Brad mentioned and make free throws and do it that way, then they'll come out on top. There won't be a need for overtime, and we're looking at a 5-1 district record for the Luling Eagles. Spencer will be inbounding for the Eagles. Again, 6.4 left here in the fourth period. Ball inbounded. They're going to get a whistle. And there's the foul that Brad mentioned. So now the Eagles will be in the bonus. So we're at 5.3. Apparently I didn't stop the clock. Sorry about that.
But they're out of timeout, so they're
they're out of timeout.
5.3. Yeah. So they are out of timeout. So as Greg was mentioning that, because they are going to have to go to the length of the floor. First free throw on the way is good for Aiden Flores. 1 point lead for the Eagles. And as Greg just mentioned, they are going to have to go to the length of the floor. There's no more timeouts for either team. Free throw good again for Flores. Let's see if the Badgers can get a shot off. Fuentes with it. Loses it. Over to Nixon Thompson. He's going to throw it up, but desperation. That's no good. And the final score is going to be the Luling Eagles defeating the Karnes City Badgers by a score of 53-51. Two big free throws made by Aiden Flores with 5.3 seconds left. It proves to be the difference for your Eagles. So, guys, I'm going to say.
Eric.
What? I was just let me get it out. Y'all didn't let me get there. So I don't know if y'all have anybody else in mind besides him, but you guys agreed just with what I was going to say, that Zamarian Cruz, number 50, is the player of the game. That's definitely. I don't know if there's anybody else we want to throw in there, or I don't know y'all.
No, just a great effort by all the Eagles.
Yeah, for sure, but definitely Zamarian Cruz was a big part of this game and the big part of the reason
He
the
came
Eagles
down there and helped with the defensive and stirred up things.
He's a big part of the reason the Eagles won tonight. So, yeah, you just didn't let me get it out, but that's exactly, I was going to agree with y'all. It was 50. Zamarian Cruz is the player of the game for this contest this evening. So there you go, right in front of you, the final score. Your Luling Eagles defeat the Karnes City Badgers 53-51. So, again, join the guys this Friday. And, guys, y'all got anything else before we go out?
No, let's call it a night.
Okay, so that's it, folks. So thank you, and like I said, join the guys, and hopefully they'll take good care of you while I'm gone, and I will be back for that soccer game on Friday, February 7th. So until then, go Eagle Nation, and stay tuned for the alma mater that takes us out of the broadcast.
Thank you for watching today's broadcast of Luling Eagles Sports on the Luling Eagles Sports broadcast. Until next time, go Eagles.